Black Sea ClimAccelerator program and their innovative solutions. We are very happy and we are looking forward to everything that we are going to learn, and also to learn about their progress and what they have made throughout this past months. We are also looking forward on today's dose of courage provided by our guests today, and also who will share their views on the eco-innovation and the green initiatives that they are supporting. But before we will begin, I would like to tell you a few words about today's agenda and also introduce our first guest. So basically we'll be starting today with a welcome session from the organizers, who will share an overview of the Black Sea ClimAccelerator program and talk about what's driving them to support climate solutions and make a difference for all of us. After that, we will continue with a panel of the ecosystem supporting green startups. Then we will have a keynote session during which we will learn from Raiffeisen Bank Romania, one of the main partners of the program, more about their motivation and supporting the local green ecosystem. Next, we'll get to know the 6 startups from the stage 2, the MVP, in the program, and discover their products and their solutions in the pitching session. After that, moving on, we will continue with the same, with some short interviews on the live streaming. With those who are here, we will take a short coffee break. And then we will have a keynote speech from OMV Petrom, one of the main partners of the program, and the other 9 startups from stage 3. Growth will present their businesses. We will conclude the evening with a few insights, learnings and conclusions about the program. So this is basically today's agenda, and before we start, I want to direct your attention to the beautiful decorations on the seats. I think you have already discovered them. Yes, why are we telling you this? Because December is the month when everyone is thinking about the Christmas tree, hopefully a green alternative to the traditional tree. So we decided to show our appreciation and also a more interesting, let's say, view of this for the green startup ecosystem with these decorations. They're all made with sustainable elements. This is very important, and we wish they bring some joy to your house for the holiday season. For every decoration, by the way, you will plant a tree basically in your name. So you will also notice that there is a short message that accompanies the decoration. Look on both sides, and there you can find the QR codes, which will direct you to the website, where you can check the agenda at any time and find a short description of all the startups present on today's event. So yes, now, having in mind that we have learned everything about the agenda, having in mind that we have learned everything that we are going to learn today, I would like to start with a few words from the organizers and EIT Climate Kick representative. So I would like to firstly invite on the stage Mr. Daniel Matei. He is Business Development Manager at Impact Hub Bucharest. Dani, thank you very much for being here with us and also for all your hard work. Our colleague, I think, will help us with a chair. And of course, we should welcome Dani with a round of applause, guys. Thank you so much.
Just a second. Hello, everyone. Yes, I do have a few notes as well, just to remind me what I wanted to talk to you about today. It's the second time that I have the honor of opening the demo day of Black Sea ClimAccelerator. It started first last year. At that moment, the emotions were even higher than today, because it was the first time that we were organizing a demo day for this specific program, and it was the first time that we were meeting in person after a full year of online interactions. The startups that attended the Black Sea ClimAccelerator in 2021. This program, Black Sea ClimAccelerator, is basically at the intersection of our mission as Impact Hub to support initiatives that are having a positive impact in society, and the worldwide goal of limiting the global warming to just 1.5 degrees. And it's this intersection that made us basically accept the challenge to organize such a complex and challenging program in Romania. You will see today a lot of key partners that are supporting this ecosystem. You will also meet the startups and you will see them pitch, especially the ones that are online. You will see all the startups from MVP stages and growth stages pitching. But there are two groups of people that you will not see today on stage, and I want to give them a warm round of applause. And it's the team of organizers. And also there's a tribe of allies, mentors, coaches, consultants, trainers, more than 50 people that throughout the year worked directly with the entrepreneurs in helping them accelerate their vision and having the results that they're aiming. Another round of applause for the allies as well, please. Now, I know it might not sound very optimistic, but it's very true that the Romanian green ecosystem, it's not by far the most developed one in Europe. We are, let's say, miles away from other more developed ecosystems. But the good side of it is that there are doers and there are makers and there are dreamers that you will meet today, and they are the startups, they are the supporters of these ecosystems, and they decided that doing something, even just a little, it's worth more than just sit and do nothing. So from this perspective, congratulations to all of you. This demo day, although it might sound like the end, it's not at the end. It's just a milestone in a journey that we all together are part of in trying to help green startups ideate, validate, grow, and scale the ideas that drive them forward. And while most of you people in this room right now are part of this ecosystem, this message is especially for the ones that are looking at us in the online environment. Make your 2023 count. Be a participant, be a mentor. Why not partner with such an initiative? But most of all, believe that your contribution can make a difference. Enjoy the event. Good luck to all the startups, and I will be back on stage in just a few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dani. So now I'm going to come back on the stage. Danny, thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for your contribution, and also thanks to everybody for the reason that we are here today. I like a lot the thoughts that Danny left us with. Make 2023 count and have the courage to believe. And I think this is very, very important. Now, moving on to our next guest. This time he's going to be online. With us it's Morten Sorensen, Strategic Programs Orchestrator at Climate Kick, who will tell us a few words about EIT Climate Kick and their activity. So now I'm going to move a bit from the stage. Morten is here with us. Hello, and thank you very much for being with us today.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Alex. I hope you can all hear me. So we are very happy to be part of this demo day. And first of all, thank you very much for to the organizer and to the co-organizer as well, partners and sponsors. EIT Climate Gig is the European largest public-private partnership, and we are addressing climate change through innovation to build net zero carbon economy and society. And we do this with trusted partners. We do this in different ways, and what you experience today with the Black Sea ClimAccelerator, this is one of the ways that we are working. The Black Sea ClimAccelerator is part of our EIT ClimAccelerator program, where we have 4 different theme-based and 4 different place-based consortiums and programs across Europe. We are in 2022 supporting more than 250 innovative and climate impactful startups across Europe. I want to say congratulations also to the startups that we're going to hear later. You've been part of a program, but you have also been part of a very difficult selection process, and you have been scrutinized by experts that have deemed you ready to be part of solving some of the climate change and climate crisis that we experience. So I'm looking very much forward to hear some very excellent pitches later today. I wish you all a great day and expect that some of these very innovative solutions, they will be part of solving some of the issues we have within climate change, both in Romania, but also across Europe and the entire world. Thank you very much.
Thank you also, Morten. Let's give him a big round of applause. I'm sure that you can feel our energy here, even though you are online there. So thank you very much. It was an honor to have you here with us. And also, I would like to remember exactly what you have said. The solutions that we are going to hear today and learn about can have an echo not only in our country, not only in Europe, but worldwide. And for that, I think that all of us should be really happy. Yes, now we are going to have a panel session. We are going to have a very interesting discussion. It's going to be moderated also by Daniel Matei, who will join us once more on the stage. And this time I would like to also invite with us Ilinca Păun, founder Brava Angels, Magdalena Caramilea, Sustainability Director Autonom Group, and Sergiu Pop, Enterprise Channel Sales at Microsoft. So thank you all for being here with us. My colleagues will arrange the stage right now. I'm going to step by step to get down from the stage and of course once more pass the microphone to Daniel.
I'm doing my gym today also.
The training part also. So it's perfect. Thank you very much. You can join Dani. Ilinca is going to come also. I saw Ilinca. She's somewhere here.
And now I'm on. Thank you. And some extra microphones for my guests, please. Just to clarify that you might be tempted to say that we can hear each other without the microphone, it's the people that are watching us online that also need to hear us as well. So that's why we are using microphones. Thank you all for joining us today. It was a very interesting week in this green startup ecosystem, but I will get there. It's not my first question. I would like to basically understand from each of you what's the role of the organization that you are representing in this startup ecosystem, with a nuance on the green startup ecosystem, but in general, considering the fact that we as Romania are a young and, let's say, emergent startup ecosystem. Ilinca, I will start with you, as you seem very eager to tell us.
Thank you. I hardly consider myself as a key player in the green startup ecosystem, but starting recent events make me one, probably. I'm an investor, basically, a business angel. I'm also a teacher and a coach for business in a business school here in Romania, and I have founded a community of angels, which is called Bravo Angels, with a focus on female founders and mixed teams. And we are, let's say, sector agnostic, which means that we look into anything, but mainly we look into sustainable businesses made in a very correct, ethical, and with strong foundation way. Thank you.
Thank you as well. Magdalena, I will go towards you. Let's say that Autonom, it's neither a startup at this moment, but it's one of those Romanian success stories that are deeply embedded in the sustainability world. And you personally, we saw you so many times in this context. What is the role of Autonom in this ecosystem?
Well, hello everybody.
No, the other way.
Okay. Now you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me here. Thank you, Dani. Thank you, Raluca. Because I was listening to the intro, and I would say that I do not feel myself like a representative of a company, but more like a human being, because I could understand that being here today, all of us, means that something is really going on. And yes, Romania may not be very developed in terms of green ecosystem and yes, startup ecosystem, but it's going this way. And I think the global trend is helping us, and we can easily catch up the others. I am a little optimistic. And with Ilinka and Impact Hub, yes, it may happen sooner. And Autonom, for us, sustainability was something more natural, because developing our strategy 2 years ago, we understood that we were sustainable already. And we needed just to structure things a little, but we were there. And it helped us in clarity. And being part of Autonom Group, we can also be close to actors like you, because you are more like a doer, dreamer, and everything combined together. Autonom, you can be close. We are open to any opportunity in terms of green, and especially startups, because we have a lot of companies in our group, and we always search for ways to scale up and be good also for us, but also for our partners. There's a lot of opportunities. I think we're just at the beginning, and the following years we'll see it happening more.
One thing that I noticed and I saw recently is how active, for example, your ventures division is. Something that was not very clear up until recent. The Stefan brothers made a lot of investment, but most of them were, let's say, silent in terms of actively promoting them. Can you tell us a bit more about about Autonom Ventures?
Well, yes. It's not only Autonom Ventures, but a lot of what we do, we prefer to stay humble and do, and then demonstrate by what we do. We have a large scale of investment, indeed, in Autonom Ventures. Impact Hub is one of them, but not only like investment, we search also for opportunities in terms of technology and learning, because these are some directions that we consider that will develop and will help all the other ecosystems. So we kind of direct invest, and also we have indirect investments also.
Thank you very much. Ilinka, we had Morten earlier as a representative of the EIT ecosystem, and for the ones that don't know, EIT is the European Institute for Innovation and Technology. One of the key European priorities in terms of entrepreneurship and what they will support in the following years is reducing the gap in terms of diversity. What made you, as an individual, choose this path as well and say, I want to reduce the gap towards investing in startups?
Anger. Probably frustration mainly, and all these drivers that get us up and act upon a problem that we see. I am, let's say, in business for many, many years, and I've seen this, how success looks, but I also have seen some, let's say, judgments and biases. And in the investment world, which is dominated by male, these biases are very big. And also, I think there's a big lack of understanding, awareness, and education when it comes to how can female entrepreneurs access more funding. The gap is huge in the sense there are only 5% European level that are funded when it comes to female. And of course, it's a matter of them to be more courageous and have more innovative products, but it's also a matter of VC and business angels understanding their psychologies when it comes to assessing somebody pitching for money to grow a startup in a very accelerated way. So there is this, let's say, past that is haunting us and prevents change. And the idea came after I worked with two female founders, two ladies, very young, that wanted to raise money, and they looked anxious. And I was wondering why. Not that I didn't meet my own, let's say, biases or people that I met, but I didn't want to see them. And it's something that we do. We look away in the face of imbalances, let's call them, if not injustice. So I started to look the problem in the face and see, is it really a problem? And when the research came out, which was clearly in favor of yes, it's a problem. It's a gap that doesn't hold water. It's not logical. It's not rational. It must be emotional, no? Or psychologically driven by our cognitive mistakes, no? In judgment. So I want to bridge this gap by getting more female in the spotlight with good ideas and get funding. It's not necessarily, how should I say, the approach is not activistic, like I want to solve a problem by volunteering and changing the world. It's more of there is an opportunity, because if they're not in the spotlight of the typical investors, then it's an opportunity for me that below the radar I can have great returns on investment. So from a purely financial perspective, it's an opportunity. Also because, by the way, research shows that they perform better. For every dollar that you put in a male or a female, you get 6 times better return. And these studies, of course, they are global made, so we don't know how the situation is in Romania, but I've met a few great ladies, and I'm very confident that they can make a difference in the teams that they are working with.
When we look to the Romanian female founders, maybe we need a bit more data before we are able to have a conclusion.
Of course.
So we will need more investments from your side before we can draw that conclusion as well.
Daniel?
Yes, please.
If I may, I would like to add that I share Ilinka's vision because I could see it and feel it also. But in the same time, I've read a lot in the last 2 years about this gap in terms of values. If we need numbers to confirm the statistics, yes, UN says it's like 160 years that we need to close the gap between men and women. It's only a number. But yes, I feel like women need to, at least they feel like demonstrating and working more, getting the same results as men. Besides anger and frustration, I think we should stop doing it, because we do not need to take advantage of this interracial trend. We can be same well and perform the same.
Thank you very much, ladies. And for the ones that are fans of Impact Hub Bucharest for a while, you know that usually in the month of March, we have a very nice initiative called Women of Romania. I might know about what will be the next panel for next year. And now I said it online and we have to do it. So, hello. I will make like a bridge, because last time we organized Women of Romania, right about that time, it was March 2020, when I met Sergio. And we said that, hey, look, Microsoft and Impact Hub should do something about startups. And we planned this very nice event, which was offline, of course. Nobody knew online events before 2020. And then we know what happened, but we continue to work together. And I think in the past 2 or 3 years, one of the main things that all of us know about Microsoft is Teams. But there's more to Microsoft than Teams.
A lot more, a lot more.
Tell us a bit more about anything but Teams.
So maybe let's start with sustainability and climate, because I think this is why we are here today. And I think it makes sense to bring a little bit of light on what Microsoft is doing and why climate change and sustainability are important topics. So Microsoft started, I think, in 2009, our commitment to sustainability and our journey into this area. In 2012, we pledged to become carbon negative by 2030, and we are one of the first companies actually to set a mission and clear actions to do so. During this time, we learned a lot about what this means, what data needs to be analyzed, how we need to look at data, how to collect the data, how to report, and how to do to have actually an impact in order to reduce the impact that you're having on environment. So we did a lot in this area. We even launched something which is called Cloud for Sustainability, where basically we are sharing a lot of information, dashboards, APIs that customers and partners can start working with, even startups. So I would say that at this point we're quite advanced, and we're looking for partners to be able to accelerate. Because what you said at the beginning, it's really true, especially in the Romanian ecosystem. There are not a lot of partners, startups, solutions available to the market. We see customers looking for this type of directions, especially to the, due to the EU legislation. So we are here to help. And I think you want to know what we do to startups and so on.
It's especially the fact that you mentioned that your clients are also looking for solutions. And
yes, a lot of them. Going to the startup ecosystem, Microsoft is seeing and is putting a lot of emphasis into what startups are doing and what they are building. We're not an investor and we're not particularly an accelerator. We are a corporate program and we bring the tools for a startup to develop faster their products. So basically we have the architecture, we have the know-how, we have the marketing and go-to-market capabilities. We put everything on the table to a startup through Microsoft for Startups. We give them credits in order to be able to test different tools, give them access to different technological tools, APIs and so on, which are already there, but also technical advice. Or our engineers in different areas, they are available through this program to a startup to be able to connect. Because what we're interested is actually to get those products faster to the market, so they can respond faster to our customers' needs. Because we see, for example, we see banks in Romania looking for the topic, and we have here one of the main partners as well, but not only. In every field, this topic is important. And the first thing that we see is, from customers, is, okay, but where do we start? Do we go to a big consultancy company? How do we look at data? How do we collect the data? How do we analyze in order to be able to reduce and have an impact?
And I like numbers. I come from sales. The story is nice, but I want to know the figures. How many Romanian startups are part of your program right now? Or up until now, to better say, not active right now.
So we started to have better look on the Romanian ecosystem, I think, prior to the pandemic area, so just a few years ago. Right now, we have roughly 70 startups in our program, and actually the numbers are growing very fast. We don't have a top-up, so we can accommodate as many as they come. And what's very interesting is actually that we have a sustainability badge. So for those startups that work with sustainability, we have go-to-market funds, and we have a different set of helpers, Santa's little helpers, that can bring those startups closer to customers.
And if I'm a startup now in the room or watching us online, how they can approach you? Like formally, except the fact that, oh, I will hunt Sergio after the event.
Okay, so that's very simple. Yes, you can connect with me on LinkedIn and you can hunt me. That's not a problem. We have also Adrian here, who's responsible for Microsoft for Startups, and he can guide any startup to how to join the program. One of the things that actually we do is not only that we have an online program that you join, you actually have an entire team here in Romania who is supporting the startup ecosystem. So I think if we're looking at the last 2 or 3 years, one of the most important things that happened is that there are a lot of people in Microsoft that are willing to take a startup by hand, to take it to a big customer, to do a POC, to help them to show the latest technologies and to make sure they are set for success.
Awesome. Have you heard that? You'll get an email from Christina in the following days. It's okay. She has you on the list already. Ilinka, going forward to you. When a founder is looking, or no, I will rephrase the question. When should a founder get in contact with you? Or how much time before actually needing an investment should they come to you as an investor?
Our approach is a bit different than the typical investors, which means we allocate time to clarify things with the founder, and she or he or the team doesn't have to have all the answers right away. But I'm looking for specific elements which have to be possible in the startup. Of course, one is scalability, because this is the bread of our business. It has to be able to accelerate, expand fast, of course, return on the money on investment, and have some kind of a proven concept of the product. Did they talk to a certain number of people? Did they launch a landing page? Did they check that the product can be built? Do they have a CTO or a technical partner that can join the team in case they get the money? So I want to see a plan. And I would like to, we like to get in as early as possible, because we like to get involved, which means as business angels, we help. It's smart money, not just money. We also like to bring strategic partners alongside, which means some kind of a more developed, let's say, company with an investment arm that can come and invest and maybe have a possible, let's say, acquisition later on in mind and help the business get to markets faster. So in terms of when, I think I answered the question. In terms of how, many young people especially, they want to have the chance to talk, you know, and can we have a chat, can we meet, let's meet for a coffee. And it's difficult to meet with so many people. And I'm old and I get tired, so I want to be able to give focused time and quality time, which means it's better through an email before with a description of the product startup with some request for investment to know that we are fit for the round. And then and there is also an apply button on our website, which says apply for investment. And it's always a warm intro helps, because it gets me faster in contact with the person.
Cool, thank you very much. I want to go a bit further and to understand if you are in the, let's say, B2B spectrum of a startup and you want to approach a company and maybe you don't have prior sales experience to understand the bits and pieces of how to approach a company, what do you think would be a good solution in approaching a company, be it Romanian international, as future clients? Yes, for you is the question.
Okay. I was thinking that this year too, it was a huge opportunity for us and for me also to meet a lot of companies in this green label ecosystem, I would say, even startups. And yes, they are eager to meet and tell you about what they are doing or planning or dreaming. For us, we already kind of know where we are, because we developed our strategy and also our sustainability strategy. It's public, it's our own website. And it was a nice surprise to see that everybody that approached us already knew about it and read our sustainability strategy and our sustainability report. And they were offering solutions, because this is what a company needs. When they know their status, they look for solutions and also for opportunities to grow. And there's a big gap. We know where we are, we know where we want to be in the next 10 years. And there's a lot of opportunities, because we are searching for other ways to replace the traditional Excel system and everything. And there's, I can see a lot of potential in terms of artificial intelligence and business development solutions that can help us, I don't know, for example, our main KPI that we follow in terms of sustainability is the CO2 emissions. And it would be really interesting for us to see, let's say, ongoing status for CO2 emissions. That would be easier for the sales team to know what cars to promote to our clients, and to see where we are in terms of our objective. And there's only one example. For us, like us, there for sure are other companies that are looking for solutions. And yeah. Well, what we look at, you asked, we looked first of the team and we search for similar values and vision, because it will be easier to work with. Because even if we decide to invest, not only to work with the company, we want to be part of it. Like Linka said, also for her, we want to be there and grow together. And this would be impossible if we do not match in terms of vision and values. Yeah. So besides the classical business plan and everything, like numbers, we do like to know the team and to share their vision.
And one thing that I was telling Sergio earlier about the story is nice, but let's talk about the figures. I will switch it a little bit, because at the beginning of this week there was one headline that actually was, let's say, the first validation of the fact that this program is doing something good for the green startup ecosystem in Romania, meaning a new investment announced in a Romanian green startup. And it's been basically years since that happened. Last time it was, there were Arcreate and Ecotri, who took investments in 2020 and 2021, if I'm not mistaken. It was also Florin from Bluana that took investments this year, but he took it from international investors, not Romanian ones. So I want to deepen a little bit on this, I call it hot topic of the week, the fact that Brava Angels and Autonom invested in Charger.ro. Ilinka, what made you choose Charger.ro out of all the startups that you have right now in your pipeline?
Many factors, and it's very personal. Usually the choice of a business angel is not that, it's not a funnel and you apply statistic and a big Excel and then the answer comes out. The VC world and the private equity funds work more on that kind of approach, with a huge pipeline, and they see 2,000 applications and so forth. As a business angel, as I approach things, I look for them. It's more of a, I headhunt them. And in this case, it was the combination of the trend, which is very important. It's not yet established in Romania, but we are there. It's a no turning point. There's no way back. And as an investor, you must be a believer. You must be ahead of times. If you're too late, then the return will be lower. So you need to make some kind of a bet. So I do bet on this green field. It was also a combination of the fact that the team had a female founder which approached me, and I liked her very much. And of course, the level of education that she has and the participation in all the programs and incubators and her background as a, let's say, business education impressed me. And I like to see that the entrepreneur learns. They don't need to have the answers, but to be able to get to the answers. So learning is a big assessment for me. Also, being a professor and a coach, I have this profile of looking at how much they learn and how. And also the fact that there was a team of architects behind the product, which made me realize that if the product needs technical background, especially from architects certified in green solutions, then the product has an IP, an intellectual property, which is there already. They don't need to pay for it or get it outside, which is sometimes hard to do. So it was inside the business built from the first. So these were the main criterias, and it was a quick decision on my behalf to work with her, work with the team, invest myself, and also gather co-investments around. And luckily, I got in touch with Autonom, with the team there assessing the investment, and I saw the synergies between what they do and the Autonom group. So that was my call.
Basically, you made my next question very easy.
I'm helping you, Dani.
I know, thank you very much. That's what the investors are doing with their startups. They are helping them even when they are on stage. Now moving to our next investor, Magdalena. What was it for you that attracted and said, okay, we want to co-invest, and not just co-invest, but actually lead this round for Charger?
Yeah, Ilinka made it easier. For us too, I think it was love at first sight when we met Yulia and Ilinka the first time. Because we could see a lot of similarity between our businesses. They are an integrator of green solutions, and we consider us to be also an integrator of mobility solutions. And due to our sustainability strategy, it was quite easier to see the connection. Because we need this for our future. They also need it for their future. And we met the team, and we already worked together on a project that we will soon think of it publicly. So it was easy. And the team was ambitious, and they had great potential. They had also experience, and I personally loved the fact that they have an architect's background, because I could see like everything around green is like art. There's a lot of potential for artistic solutions, I would say, because we need a lot of imagination and creativity to develop something that hasn't been done before.
Thank you very much. And continuing on this note, I will get back to Sergio. You didn't invest in Charger, or not publicly, as we know.
No.
No, but
we can do something smarter.
What I know, on the other hand, is that there are a lot of cool success stories in the Microsoft for Startups world. Can you share a bit about them, and to whom should we go and ask, hey, look, I've heard you've been in this program. What was it cool for you there?
Okay, so there are a few things that we can bring as a value to startups. And I think one of the most important things is that we can co-sell their solution. So when a startup is building their technology, we validate it. We make sure that they use the right tools, the right services, that it's resilient, it's secure, because those are very important. We have some ways to check that. Especially for those solutions that own their own IP, we can sell them up to the point in which Microsoft sellers, they are incentivized to promote those solutions to customers. So what we see happening right now is our team is going to their customers, and they're asking, hey, what are you using for, I don't know, for marketing? What are you using for HR as a solution? What solution do you need for sustainability? Is this a topic relevant to you? We have these partners that already built a solution, a software as a service solution, or however is that developed. Do you want to see them? So they actually open doors to enterprise customers in Romania and at a global scale to startups. From the success stories, I would say that going even further, right now, as we speak, we pilot around 10 solutions into different customers in Romania, and I'm talking here about public hospitals or different other type of commercial customers, big customer, where Microsoft is investing, it's supporting the cost of that pilot in order for the customer to understand, to see the innovation and to accelerate the digitalization, because it's a lot of need for that right now. So I would say that this is what we can do to startups. I am very happy that except big names like UiPath or FintechOS, who are, let's say, strategic partners and strategic startups for Microsoft, we do have a lot of smaller startups that are pushing forward, and we have a lot of success stories on the Romanian market, which I think is great.
Thank you very much. Looking forward now, because I'm looking at my timer and it's going down. Looking forward to 2023, a lot of people are talking about a context that might not be in favor of startups, or let's say that people will not be that open to risk in a very uncertain environment. But considering the fact that we have a climate crisis, and oh, by the way, I have the greatest news of the day. Today was published a report that states the most searched key terms in Romania on Google. And usually you have the iPhone, you have Ukraine, you have Putin, you have one of the singers, you know which one. But on number 10 in Romania in 2020, climate change was the keyword that was most searched by Romanians. So Romanians are starting to be at least interested what are climate changes, how they affect their lives, and maybe in the future they will also start questioning what can I do to prevent them or to adapt to them, because it's not something that it's going to happen in the future, it's something that already has started to happen, so we also need to adapt to it. Considering all this, what opportunities do you see for green startups in this spectrum?
Can I start?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I would add something positive to what you said. Starting with 2023, there are 50 billion euros for Romania from European Union that will come up to 2030, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the year, to accelerate sustainability. So I would say that we do have the money, we do have the legislation coming again. In November there was something, there was approved the need to report the data for each company at European level. So I think that's very important. Now, I would say that 2023, it's a turning point. And for startups, I think this is the right moment to put their ideas into practice, to start using cloud as the fast accelerator to deliver those, because the beauty of the cloud is that you don't need to reinvent everything. You have the data, you have the AI, you have all the tools that can very fast help you develop your idea, develop your product, develop a prototype that you can test with a customer and then replicate. So I would, if I look at 2023, I am very optimistic, and I think this is the right time to put your idea into practice, to start accelerating, to be bold, and to dream big.
Thank you very much. Being bold and dreaming big, you need some investment as well. What do you think, Ilinka? What's your vision? Not expectations, but rather vision for 2023.
I want to make two observations. I realize that not everything that gets funded by European gets funded by investors. And there's a big, big difference. And we need European money, and I'm very happy they come in floods. But sometimes it's misleading you as a startup owner that you think you're going to continue with investments, and it's not. Because, first of all, European money fund innovation, the base. No, they are the foundation. They are, where things get created. The innovation level is biggest, which means the risk is biggest of being too early in the market or in an uneducated environment. Usually, what happens. Secondly, it's not smart money, it's just money. which means usually you don't have anybody to ask how you're going to use the money, you know, introductions, business development, nothing, but it's money. Then they make it rigid for you. What I've heard is that you have to fill a lot of stuff and then monitor a lot of stuff, and it makes you rigid. And I don't like that kind of rigidity, honestly. I want the entrepreneur to be agile, to modify the product or the budget or the implementation, even if they put something in the application. So these are the negatives, but of course it's free money, so wow, get it. Secondly, the difference when it comes to investment is that the investor needs some traction to see that you have been able to sell that product to some kind of customer base. And that's the tricky part. So I'm just trying to convey this message to make a difference between European money and investment money. There is huge interest from investors for green startup, to make sure to clarify this message to everybody, because we can see that there is already companies moving from I must do it because I get fined if I don't do it, towards I want to do it, like maybe Autonom here is an example. I want to do it because it's good for my business to do it. This switch between imposed by regulations, which I don't like as an investor, because it tells me that there is an unhappy customer using my application because he's forced by some regulations. It's not a happy customer. I want happy customers. So I want to invest in startups that can help a company do better business, not avoid being fined by some kind of institution. And I think we are turning into this point right now where it makes sense commercially to be a sustainable company. But it's a new concept that not every company has reached to. And I think this is where the opportunity.
Thank you. And again, you are lifting the ball to the net for Magdalena. How is it that you're switching, or basically you weren't even yet obliged by the regulations, but you decided on your own, and you said, we want to do it either way. Yes, regulations will come, and yes, they will affect you as well, but you took the decision like internally. We want to be ahead of the curve. And looking to next year and the years to come, how do you perceive this spectrum?
Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to point it out, because you do not need to feel like you're pressed or pushed by anything. Yes, we are happy that there are a lot of money available, European money or investors' money, there are money, and there's a huge momentum for the green money because of the global movement, but we are happy that European is a driving force in this direction because of the targets already established on European level. And in November, yes, it was helpful that in terms also of mandatory requirements in terms of reporting, we'll have to do it. But unfortunately, or not only the large companies will do it for the next year. We are there because we wanted to be there, because we wanted to practice, and it would be also good for us, and it's an advice for everybody to do it ahead of time, so not wait to be obliged to do it, because you also learn a lot from the process itself. And there are a lot of doors and opportunities opening just by being there. And this was our example. In terms of next year, we can see a lot of opportunities for closing the gap between where we are and where we want to be, national, European, or global level. So just be smart and be brave, have an idea and have a plan, because you also need a plan and you need numbers and you need to demonstrate that you not only that you want to do it, but you are able to do it. And I think the money will come.
Thank you very much. And with this in mind, I want to thank to all of you for joining me in this panel and this conversation. For the ones in the room and for the ones watching, you can find them all, and myself as well, on LinkedIn. You have our names there. I think for most of us, the image in the back is the same with the one on LinkedIn. Usually that's what happens in the business world. You have one good picture and you use it everywhere, so it would be very easy to find us on LinkedIn. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We look really nice. You
Yeah,
see,
I know.
I'm Daniel. So Dani, thank you for being me.
And I'm Ilinka, and everyone is. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Basically, I'm the new Alex Greco. I'm presenting a lot of this part of this event.
I can't help myself. I'm going to join you just for a bit so that I can arrange the seating for our next guest.
Yes.
Which you will have the honor to introduce, right?
Yes,
Perfect.
thank you very much. Because my next guest comes with a story. And it's a story that I've been telling a few times now, but it's a very personal story. We first started the conversations with EIT Climate Cake back in 2020 about organizing and bringing to Romania the brand of ClimAccelerator, which is an international program. And they said, okay, we can support you. We have EIT funds that can support the grants for the startups, and they can support part of the cost of organizing such a program. But it's gotta be more. We want to see that your local ecosystem is ready for such a program, and that you can prove you will find other partners as well that in the long term are willing to support such an initiative. It cannot be just you using European funds money, to continue the analogy. And at that moment, it was one company that said, we believe in you, and we are convinced that you can make this bet work. And that company was Raiffeisen Bank. And I have today with me Raluca Nicolescu. She's the SME director of Raiffeisen Bank. Please give her a warm welcome.
Thank you. Mulțumesc.
Not only that she joined the program as a partner, but last year as well, this year as well, some of you in the room know her because she was part of the judging panels for all of the stages of Black Sea ClimAccelerator. And I have to admit, in the debate right after you pitched, there were also conversations about the feasibility and so on. And the fact that Raluca brings the banking knowledge, the fact that, oh, is this a business or is just a nice idea that someone is having? Am I willing in the future maybe to see this startup as a bankable product or not? So that's one of the things that you brought on the table, and thank you very much.
Thank you also, and happy to be here and meet everybody, all the people I know already and those that who I don't know, but I will know in the future. Thank you.
Raluca, we are now 2 years in working in the green startup ecosystem. What do you think changed and how it evolved, this ecosystem in Romania?
It evolved a lot, in my opinion, and the previous panel already tells us. We had a technology giant, we had a business angel, we had a large corporate, we have EIT, we have you. So the good news is that we do have an ecosystem, and this ecosystem is growing. And it is built on cooperation, which I believe is the only way that we can go forward and we can build something that will last and help us. As regards the number of ideas, so the green startups, the report says that the number is double now compared to 2020, so it is a sharp increase. an acceleration of the number of entrepreneurs who come into this area. We also have seen this. This is the second year. The number of companies and the entrepreneurs that we have seen, I think it's double also. And also the quality and the domains that are now and we have assessed and we have seen. So it's growing. And I also believe, as the previous speakers said, that 2023 might be an even a turning point. So we will see a real takeoff of the green startups because the ideas are here, the innovation is here. We proved already that there is a potential, and we also have the playing field.
Any subdomains that caught your attention in this green startup field?
The first one, and probably the oldest, is the energy efficiency. So we have seen energy efficiency for a long time. Lately, especially this year and at the end of the previous year, we have seen an increase in interest in renewables, but also agriculture, food processing also is something that it is growing. And we also had some ideas, several ideas actually in waste management, in zero waste initiatives. So these are the areas that I have seen. Also in clean transportation, and we will hear later on that we have some ideas of transport optimization, route optimization, so there is also transportation. And of course, electric vehicles. And I hope that we will see more in the next years as regards the infrastructures for the electric vehicles, because this is something that probably will offer great opportunities, as well as retrofitting in combination with renewables. So there are also incipient stages, as it is also circular economy. But I think that they will pick up in the next year probably.
I know you both from ClimAccelerator and from other initiatives of Raiffeisen Bank as well. What types of support is Raiffeisen Bank offering to startups and SMEs in their journey towards sustainability?
First of all, we are a bank, so we are offering and we are present in sustainable finance. Actually, this year we are the largest issuer of sustainable bonds, green and sustainability, social also, and there are also other banks. And what is important in this sustainable finance is that 5 years ago it was close to zero. Now at the global level it is more than 1 trillion. In Romania also several billions. And all this sustainable debt is channeled to the businesses, to the private individuals in sustainable projects. So we are supporting the economy with sustainable finance. But not only this, because it is important to also bring security, to also bring support, and to meet all the needs that the companies, especially startups, need in the first stages. We do have programs. The first one is Factory. We have now, this year is the 5th year of the program. And in addition to the financing, we are bringing education, mentorship, promotion, free promotion, so we promote our clients. And we already have more than 150 entrepreneurs educated, more than 300 financed. And we have just launched a scale-up program, so to support those ideas that are to be accelerated and to develop, to scale up, again with mentorship, with a strategy, with a plan, a clear plan, so basically the support. We are also present in the agriculture. We are well known, we are a school of banking for the agriculture segment, and there we have some partners also with the same interest as us, as I said, strategic alliances, and alliances represent the backbone of this area. We are present in two programs. One is business administration for farmers. The other one is for sustainable agriculture. And together with our partners and those who are trained, we learn together how to take care of people, planet, and profit. Also the group has a program to support the fintechs, those financial technology ideas that can bring also sustainability. These are only some programs, but they are the most important one, at least, or especially for the startup stages.
Thank you very much. And you mentioned the startups, and I'm pretty sure we have a lot of startups very eager to pitch today. And the startups from the MVP stage will actually start to pitch and to present their solutions right after us. So I was curious if you have any message from them, an encouragement.
I can have many, but I will say to be bold and be passionate, because in the end, business is hard work. You are not alone. I think that I said this also last year, and it is true, and it's more true this year. There are programs, European programs, local programs. There are mentors, business angels eager to support. You only have to be to take care and to pay attention to what is happening around, as it is important to pay attention to what is happening to your clients, because whatever you build for the clients, and everything is changing fast. Do have a right business plan, take care of the costs, of the profit, but first of all, believe in you, and ask for any help, because you will obtain.
Thank you very much, Raluca. It was a pleasure to have you together with us on stage. I will now look above my shoulder for Alex to take over from us.
So guys, let's give them a bigger round of applause. And thank you so much, Dani. First of all, our beautiful colleagues will help us clear the stage, because now we are going to get at the part that we are all been waiting for. Dani, as always, you are such a great host. It's great to listen to you, and it's great to participate at the discussions moderated by you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, it's the moment that we are been waiting for. We are going to meet the 15 startups in a Black Sea ClimAccelerator and also their solutions. So before we start the session, just a brief reminder: each startup will have exactly 4 minutes to support its pitch. In case you will overpass this time, I'm going to tell you, please jump to the conclusion, or your time is up, so then you are going to jump at the conclusion. We are going to let you have, let's say, another 13 seconds, just in case you are going to need more time, but please not more. And I will also invite everybody who is with us online. Thank you so much for being here. We are very happy to have you, and also we hope that the messages that we are spreading today can be productive for everybody. So yes, please leave comments at the Impact Hub Bucharest pages, and if you want to connect with the startups, because this is also a very important subject, please follow the link which is going to be displayed or on the screen, or is going to be left on the comments section, and complete a form, and then our team will take over, and you can get in touch with everybody. So now I think it's time to start the pitching session at Black Sea ClimAccelerator Demo Day. But please, with a round of applause from you, let's feel some energy. Yes, this is it, guys. We are going to have a show, but it's going to be a pitching show. So our first startup who is ready to come with us on the stage is called Cruise. Hoppa, I would like to invite Luca Stirbăț, co-founder Cruise. Let's give it up.
Great start.
Luca, this is being in control. Very well done. Perfect. So the stage is yours, starting from now.
Thank you, Alex. Hi, everyone. My name is Luca, and I'm tired. I'm tired of sitting for hours in traffic, just like getting angry behind the wheel and wasting gas. And it's not just me. Bucharest is the 8th most congested city in the world, and Cluj is coming right up against it. And we waste more than 200 hours every single year stuck in traffic. And this problem expands beyond just our nation. Like, most of the commute to work in Europe has an average occupancy rate of 1.2. Now, when you look from the perspective of corporates, the situation looks even worse. In Bucharest, 2 million rides happen daily with a car, more than all of the other modes of transportation combined. And 86% of them represent trips of people going to work. Now, for large companies, most of the congestion is actually their employees trying to get to work and doing that in their own private cars. And don't even get us started on the parking issue. I mean, what if we could fix all of those problems, all of our traffic problems, by helping employees, corporates, and the environment all at the same time? A win-win-win scenario. Well, the answer to these questions is right under our noses, or rather, in the back seat. Cruise is the first corporate carpooling app in Romania. With our app, employees from large companies can find colleagues who have similar routes, who they can share a car with to get to and from work. Now, Cruise is also equipped with a gamified system that awards points for each ride that happens. Now, you can use those points to then unlock rewards like EMAG or gas vouchers. In addition to that, we also have a carbon emission calculator, which measures how much CO2 you save by using our solution compared to your usual route. Now, for companies, the win is having fewer parking spaces required on their premise and adding this to the benefit list for their employees and for their company in itself, and of course, generating reliable CO2 data. Now, for employees, they also get a faster and more reliable way to get to work. They win rewards through the gamified system, and of course, they enjoy a team building every single day. Now, we can estimate the number of potential users by looking at companies with over 250 employees who require a presence in a physical office. We believe we can reach 50 of those companies and sign them in the first year. Our business model is a monthly subscription, paid for by the corporation, with the employee getting access to the app for free. Now, with €5 per user per month, we believe we can generate 500,000 euros with Cruise just in Romania, with potential to expand outside the country. Our main competitors are, of course, public transportation solutions like buses, subways, taxis, and so on. Now, we wish this wasn't the case, but the reality is that these options lack predictability, comfort, and availability. Our direct competitors are companies such as To-Go, BlaBlaCar Daily, and Flink, who actually was recently acquired by Daimler Group. Our main differentiators are the CO2 calculator and the reward program. Now, for companies with over 5,000 employees who manage to convert 33% of them, they can save up to 692 tons of CO2 every single year, the equivalent of 30,000 euros. This way, Cruise pays for itself and then some. Our team, made of lovely people from both Cluj and Bucharest, who are also tired of getting stuck in traffic. And right now, we actually have the app ready. We're looking for free companies to launch free trials in the next couple of months. Thank you.
Congratulations and applause to Luca. You managed just in time to finish your presentation.
Thanks.
You want to add something?
No, close enough, close enough.
Close enough. It was very good. Thank you very much. And all the luck to you. Best of luck to you. Just imagine 4 employees, 4 cars, 4 parking places, and 4 cars staying in a queue at the lights, all in one. This is a great solution. I hope that you and your team will be able to persuade everybody to use this solution, because it is a solution, and also greatly put. Imagine a team building, every day. This is something cool, and also you can catch up on all the gossips. But because hey, nobody gossips in corporate businesses. No. Let's carry on and move on to the next startup. I'm very curious to find out more about Vintelo. So I would like to invite on the stage Diana Enăchescu, CEO and co-founder Vintelo. Hello and welcome, Diana.
Hello. So.
And starting from now, the stage is yours.
Thank you. So, I am Diana Enăchescu. I represent Vintelo, who is a premium fashion resale platform. Fashion resale is a highly growing trend, especially in Western Europe and the United States of America. There are many companies, unicorn companies, that are leading the market. The second hand is not a stigma anymore. But Eastern Europe is lagging behind with just a few companies in the market. The sustainability has a growing importance in the same time. The problem that we started from is the underutilization of our wardrobe. On average, 1/3 of our wardrobe is not utilized, which leads to a cluttered wardrobe. And then if we try to monetize this surplus easily and effectively, it is a bit complicated. So that's why we have created a solution, Vintelo, a peer-to-peer resale platform for premium fashion. Basically, what we offer to our users is independent listing for the sellers, integrated shipping, secure payments, and a trusted community. The fashion resale market is a booming one. It is expected that in 5 years from now, or even by 2025, it will triple its size, and by 2030, it will be 2 times larger than the fast fashion market, and it will represent 15% of the total fashion market. This market is led in Europe by Vinted, who is present mostly in Western Europe countries. There is also Vestiaire Collective, which is on the luxury segment, and which, although not being present in every country, they have an international shipping available, which helps on accessibility. Also on the CE, there is Remix, who has a different business model where sellers don't list independently their items. And also we have, there is some, let's say, regional players in the Western Europe, such as Depop or Rebel, who is also on luxury. So we consider that there is a strong opportunity in the CE to come up with a smart platform on this part and to grow this region and then to start attacking other markets from Europe as well. So how it works? We offer a mobile and a web application where sellers can list their items directly in the app. We approve them, and then for the buyers, they can browse and buy like from any other fashion e-commerce, and we are trying to offer a premium experience as much as possible. In terms of traction, so we launched this year officially in April, and by now we already have 5,000 euros and 5,000 registered users and 4,000 listed items, and we also have growing sales. We expect that in 3 years from now, we'll be able to have sales in the range between 1 and 2 million euros, depending on how many markets we'll be able to penetrate. And also in terms of climate impact, we consider that we have a very important mission because the fashion industry is one of the biggest polluters of the planet. And with our solution, which increases the utilizations per product, we think that by 2025, we can save 300 tons of CO2 emissions, 100 million cubical meters of water, and 40 tons of garbage. We have a large team who is working passionately on our product. We have people with business and tech experience, and we really try to bring this product forward. And also we are looking to raise money in order to be able to grow our business, to put money into our marketing efforts, into technology development, in the operational support, and in the international expansions. We are working also on, let's say, special features of this product starting next year, and we are going to need some funds to do it. So in total, we are looking for 250,000 euros.
Now that's great, please.
Thank you. This was Vintello, the platform for fashion resale.
Let's give a round of applause for Diana.
Thank you.
Congratulations for the presentations and also for your mission. I think it's such a great one, having in mind that this fashion segment of the market is moving so fast that we are buying so much clothes. And basically, many times I think we are only wearing them once or twice, especially if we are a fashion influencer, who knows. But yeah, I think we need such apps that can help us. Moving on, thank you once more for being here with us, also for the ones who are online. We are going to go to the next startup. It is called the Climate Change Company. We are going to have an online pitching session. I'm going to move a bit away from the screen. And
hello everyone, can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you. Dennis, with us is Dennis Debbie, founder and CEO of the Climate Change Company. Dennis, all good at you? It's
yes.
Perfect. You can hear us. Okay, so Dennis, from these moments, we are going to start the counter and your 4 minutes, please.
Perfect. Hello everyone, my name is Dennis Debbie. I'm the founder and CEO of the Climate Change Company. I'm here today to present you our solution to solve the plastic and glass waste problem in the world and transform this waste into durable infrastructure. What I have here in my hand is Litar. It's an asphalt made with plastic and glass waste, and it's a patent-pending international solution and certified road construction material for the foundation of roads, and it's designed as a cheaper and better alternative for rock-based foundations that are used in the constructions of roads and basically any surface that is receiving traffic loads. And we sell our technology through licensing agreements to existing asphalt stations, but also directly to governments. So our surface is kind of different than the normal surface, as you can see on the left, versus our road on the right. What is great about our product is that we use all kinds of waste. We don't make any distinguishment between bags or bottles. Everything we can use, also negative value waste, and we protect the environment along the way. So, as I said, we use all types of waste that was previously not even looked at in the recycling industries, such as fiber optics, such as solar panels, or even old boats. And with that, we create better roads with a longer lasting surface. We use up to 20% less trucks to do the same road, and per kilometer we are reducing 1,188 tons of CO2. And our product can be produced all around the world because we use the exact same process as the asphalt stations use. So we reduce CO2 massively, and we are creating our own carbon certificates right now. And at this moment, we have just finalized our first pilot project in Cluj-Napoca, where we transformed 70,000 plastic bottles and 6,000 glass wine bottles into a foundation for a parking lot for a residential house. We are getting a lot of traction internationally, where we are now in the process of selling our licenses to countries abroad. And we are receiving daily requests from waste suppliers to get involved. So our investment potential here for the next 5 years, as you can see, it's a very scalable product, growing very fast. And the market that we have is one of the biggest in the world next to construction. Our team internally consists of 2 people, Sebastian Tedos, who is the co-founder, and me, myself, the founder and managing director. But we also have some competition. Primarily our competition comes from the raw materials of normal road construction materials. But we also have some small companies around the world that are doing similar activities, but are far from Litar at the capabilities and the waste that we reduce. So we also have an international group of partners, the National Institute for Research in Transport, Inchetrans in Bucharest, who is our official business partner. We have some customers in Prismian Group and also in the Primăria Cluj-Napoca. And with that, I would like to thank you for your attention and have a great day.
Congratulations to Denis. Perfect time management, I would add. And I'm just imagining that we are living in a world surrounded by asphalt, by plastics, by glass, and they can all joint venture in a sustainable solution which can be applied worldwide. I think that that's really something. Best of luck to you as well, best of luck to everybody. Today we are having pitching sessions which are filled with inspiration and courage, and I think that everybody here and also everybody who is following us from home can feel this excitement of today's event. Moving to the next startup, it's going to be also held online. It's called 3W Label, and I would like to salute Irina Moreno and Zuzana Mandic, co-founders 3W Label. Hello girls, and welcome. Can you hear us? Just a test, so that I'm sure that we also can hear you here in the room. For the moment you can hear me, this is the best part, but we can't hear you just yet, but no problem, because as it's a live event, it's normal to have little technical challenges, because we must
Can't hear you.
Yes, now, perfect girls. I can hear you. Yeah, you can't hear us now? Let's see, we can hear you, just a second. So I can hear only...
I can't hear you.
You can't hear us?
I can hear you now.
You can hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Everybody, yes? Perfect.
Yeah.
Just a second, because I think that your colleague doesn't, I'm not sure if you hear us, can you tell me the name?
Zuzana?
Zuzana. So Zuzana, we can hear you, but Irina, can you talk? Irina, we can't hear you still. So still we can't hear you. Guys, should I suggest something to Irina regarding the settings? Okay, Irina, if you can see just a second the settings on your transmission, to be sure that the mic is turned on and also that the proper mic is selected. Still no. So, in case you want to be able, Zuzana, then you will going to have to have this pitching session, all right?
Okay,
all right.
okay.
Okay, so we have 4 minutes, as you well know, and starting from this second, we are going to start your pitch. Best of luck.
So my name is Zuzana Mandic, and together with Irina Moreno, we created 3W Label together. 3W Label is a sustainable fashion brand. We take high quality leftover fabric from factories and use it to make garments. We produce small series and all our products are numbered. We sell our garments online and on demand, and this way we don't create waste ourselves. Next slide, please. Okay, so zooming in on textile waste. Romania is the largest clothing manufacturer in the EU. Therefore, there are over 4,000 garment manufacturers. One factory alone produces between 300 to 1,000 kilos of waste per month. Next one, please. Textile waste consists of pre-consumer waste, fabrics or garments that are not reached by the consumer, and post-consumer discards, all the clothes that we throw away. Next slide, please. In Romania, consumers are addicted to fast fashion and their purchases are driven by small prices. Additionally, Romanians favor brand names, and on the other hand, factories generate a lot of waste on a daily basis. In Western Europe, there is a greater awareness and people favor sustainable products when given the chance. Next slide, please. 3W Label takes high quality dead stock and transforms it into beautiful long-lasting clothes. Next one. 3W label raises awareness and changes consumer behavior as well as manufacturer behavior towards waste. We differentiate ourselves from other sustainable brands. We address the waste problem from the pre-consumer angle. We're not a second-hand shop, and we are not a rental platform. All our products are made from new fabric that would otherwise end up in landfill. Next one, please. We sell limited series, hence the collections are small. Each piece is numbered. Price range from 129 euros to 329 euros. And profit margin is between 2 to 4, depending on product category. Here you see the growth over the 5-year period. Next slide, please. The global apparel market was valued at $1.4 trillion in 2021 and is expected to reach $1.94 trillion in 2026. Similarly, online sales are on rise. The global ethical fashion market is increasing too, and in fact, 1 in 3 consumers are willing to pay a premium for sustainable fashion garments. Next one, please. Here you see our positioning sweet spot. The brands in red are sustainable. The brands in blue have a similar aesthetic, and our offer is minimal with high aesthetic, timeless look, and sustainable credentials. Next one, please. Our garments are worn by women from Europe to North America. Next one, please. And let's look at the climate impact. On average, making 1 kilo of fabric releases over 20 kilos of greenhouse gas. Here you see that fashion industry fares much worse than, for example, the aviation industry. Next one, please. In terms of our climate impact, by repurposing dead stock as raw material in the creation of our garments, we don't rely on new fabrics. Consequently, we therefore prevent CO2 emissions related to the manufacturing of new fabrics. So we fall into the category of mitigation, preventing resource use. We project that for 10,000 garments sold in year 5, each garment weighing 1 kilo and made using pre-consumer textile waste instead of new fabric, we reduce emissions by 50 tons of CO2 equivalent. Next one, please. We're hoping to expand in the next year. Currently, it's just 2 of us. Next one, please. And we're looking for 120k euros between now and 2023 to achieve the following. Firstly, for marketing to drive sales and open 3 new markets by 2026. Secondly, to grow the team. Thirdly, to develop the next collection. And fourth, to test physical presence in concept stores in 3 European capitals. Thank you very much for your attention. That's all from us.
We thank you also. Let's give a big round of applause for the girls. Zuzana, Irina, congratulations. Congratulations on your idea and also on your mission. Best of luck. The textile waste is such a big climate factor, and it goes both ways. Happily, we are talking about the positive part of it today and also about the solutions. So yes, moving on today, we are at the pitching session. We are at the most interesting part that we have been all waiting for. And now we are going to go to our next startup. I would like to call on the stage Recyclax and also Sorina Ulea, co-founder. Hello, Sorina, and welcome.
Hello.
Everything?
I'm Sorina, and I'm one of the co-founders of Recyclus.
Perfect. Then your time is going to start from right now.
So, do you know how many tons of plastic are leaked each year in the sea? I'm going to tell you. 12 million tons of plastic are leaked each year, cumulating to over 200 million tons that are currently circulating. But what is the issue with this plastic? The issue with this plastic is the fact that the litter is decomposing into microplastic, and it's currently found in 88% of the marine waters. This goes into the fish and then into our food. It raises a lot of economical damage. It's estimated that around 2.5 trillion are lost each year. The EU urges that extended producer responsibility schemes are implemented by the polluter companies. But the companies are already started to implement sustainability waste collection initiatives. The issue with these initiatives is the fact that the company doesn't have complete monitoring and traceability over the recycling intervention. And here comes Recyclux. So we are using machine learning techniques applied over Earth observation data to identify the marine plastic litter spots. And then we create an intervention. We incentivize the fishermen to go and collect this plastic that is going to be recycled by a recycling facility in order to be transformed into a second generation plastic. Our market potential is actually huge. Only for the Black Sea, the estimated collection cost is over 10 million euros. Our competition is scattered between NGOs that are active in the collection, like the Ocean Cleanup Project, and technological companies like Circularize that are practically tracing the plastic recycling process. But no solution is offering a complete cycle from the identification of the plastic spots to the recycling and to the traceability of the process. Our story began actually in 2020 when we were incubating in the EU funding Black Sea Accelerator. This gave us the opportunity to ideate the technology. Then, in 2021, we have registered the company, and during Innovation Labs, we have completed the MVP. We won the Best Spin-off of the Year award. Currently, under the Black Sea Accelerator, we managed to refine our business model. Now, we are one step closer to starting our first marine litter intervention and clean the Black Sea. However, our challenge is to find the funds to be able to collect this plastic. The financial projections are aligned with the roadmap presented before. The climate impact that we are generating is that for each intervention, we save 35 kilograms of plastic. Why? Because this microplastic is preventing the seas to absorb the CO2. So we are enabling the seas to absorb the CO2 from the atmosphere and saving 2 million euros per intervention. Of course, the impact grows exponentially with every intervention. Our team is grounding on research and on more than 100 years experience of the team. Our three co-founders, Alexandra is a professor of the Polytechnics University of Bucharest, Bogdan is a solution manager and enterprise architect in Atos, and I'm an innovation advisor and external expert for the European Commission. Help us clean the Black Sea. Thank you.
Congratulations, and well done, Sorina. You have such a great mission. We've just learned that over 1.5 tons of plastic ends up every year in the Black Sea. Now imagine that all of those microplastics basically ends up in the fishes, and then we are eating those fish. This is a very big problem also for our health, but as well as for the flora and for the fauna of the Black Sea, and this is a worldwide problem. So congratulations to you once more. Now, moving on to our next startup, our next bright and a big idea, also with courage, as well as every single startup showed us today. We are going to salute the last startup from the MVP category that will pitch today, and it's called Bluana. And I'm going to invite on the stage Florin Irimescu, founder and CEO of Bluana. Salutare and welcome, welcome Florin.
Hello everyone. It's a perfect time to come after the previous startup. So I'm Florin, CEO and head chef of Bluana, where we are delivering an ocean of good taste. Demand for plant-based seafood, actually it's growing at 31% in a big plant-based food alternative market. We also have a 400 million vegan sushi market. And the CPG market is starting to grow very rapidly. I mean 600% in Germany alone in the last 2 years. But the problem is that 80% of the people are actually dissatisfied with the veg fish which is made top-down. Meaning the usual ingredients are just thrown into some pan, mixed together, and in the end we have something like this. Which maybe is good in price, but definitely not tasty and not healthy. And here is coming Bluana, which takes a bottom-up approach because we are adding chefs to this. So we are replacing the bad ingredients with good, healthy ingredients. And through a proprietary process, we are binding together in a continuous flow, and we are rebuilding the fish, obtaining something which is also good in price, tasty, and healthy. Customers already love it. We run more than 1,000 sensory trials, and 8 from 10 people say they will buy it again. And of course, there is a good press around the product. So to businesses, we have already letter of intents from big players in the distribution and retail. And we are playing in a new space where some pioneer companies are building the category. And our positioning, it's in that spot where high nutrition meets excellent taste and texture. We are going to market, first targeting the flexitarians with sushi restaurants in Romania, Bulgaria, and Poland. And then, leveraging our relationships, we will move to retail market in Western Europe and Japan, where we are already having contacts. So we are going to retail and HoReCa first, 30% we aim to sell directly to consumer in the next stage. We are keeping from the shelf price 5 per 4 euro when we're selling directly to retailers, and 3 euro when we are selling to wholesalers. Scalability is built in each aspect of the business model. This year we started with potato protein, addressing sushi restaurants in our region and targeting the vegans as beachhead market. But next year, adding the moringa protein and some other new ingredients, we are moving to a much bigger CPG market, addressing flexitarians and foodies. We have a team with experience in food innovation. Myself, I'm coming from the food industry. I have along a MasterChef finalist, a biotechnologist, Marco, the CTO, who joined this year, is a previous Nestle executive and has exit from a food business. And I have to tell, before Marco, I had only women there. And the business, of course, it's tackling 3 SDGs. We are impacting the carbon footprint, and every time we're replacing 100 tons of fish caught from the sea is the same impact as planting 2.4 million trees. This year we started our journey toward the final IPO in the next 10 years, and we started bootstrap, passing to several accelerators and winning competition. We won business angel competition in Barcelona. And we managed to raise $500,000 in a pre-seed, and we are already having talks for the seed round when we will scale our product to the big retail. Thank you so much. Florin from Luana.
Congratulations to you, Florin. Also, we would like to thank you and best of luck with your mission. Loved this idea, the taste of the sea without the cost of overfishing. Great value and best of luck for you. Guys, we will take a 30 minutes break right now to re-energize just a bit with a coffee and also connect with the 6 entrepreneurs who have already pitched their ideas. Just a reminder, you can send your feedback and ideas to the startups by completing the form which is shown on the screen or in the comments area. Also, I'd like to remind you that we have the possibility to know some of the startups from the early stage in the design area, which is here in the room. For those watching us online, once again, thank you so much. We will continue the live stream with some interviews from behind the scenes. A few people who were close to the program will share their thoughts with us. So please stay tuned and see you all in 30 minutes. Thank you so much.
Bună ziua tuturor! Eu sunt Mihaela Mihalcea și în următoarea jumătate de oră vom vorbi cu persoane apropiate programului Black Sea ClimAccelerator. Prima persoană cu care vom discuta este Raluca Grigore, coordonatorul programului Black Sea ClimAccelerator. Bună, Raluca! Spune-mi, te rog, care este impactul pe care ClimAccelerator îl aduce mediului de business?
În primul rând, credem că prin programul Black Sea ClimAccelerator punem focus pe startup-urile verzi și în felul acesta le scoatem la lumină, le facem să fie mai vizibile, lumea să afle despre ele și poate inclusiv mai mulți antreprenori să-și dorească să se implice cu idei de startup-uri care să reducă efectele gazelor cu efect de seră. Apoi, cred că este important să susținem cu resursele de care au nevoie, să ne uităm la nevoile pe care le au și să construim ceea ce au nevoie în acest sens și în această direcție și cred că astfel Black Sea ClimAccelerator aduce un impact în mediul de business.
De ce ar trebui antreprenorii să participe într-un astfel de program?
Pentru că programul aduce fix ceea ce au nevoie. Începem programul cu o analiză de nevoi în care ne uităm la ceea ce ei își doresc să facă în următoarea perioadă și cum își doresc să crească pe mai departe. Iar apoi, plecând de la aceste nevoi ale lor, construim experiențe care să-i ajute. Vorbim cu experți care pot să-i ajute pe temele pe care au nevoie, aducem consultanți care să lucreze cu ei și să le ofere sesiuni de consultanță pe ceea ce au nevoie și, cum deja știm aici la Impact Hub, cea mai importantă resursă pe care o aducem sunt mentorii care îi ajută să-și dezvolte ideile de business. Și nu în ultimul rând, Black Sea ClimAccelerator oferă și finanțare pentru startup-urile verzi și sunt multe momente în care ai nevoie fix de finanțare ca să poți să-ți dezvolți mai departe startup-ul.
Îți mulțumim frumos, Raluca, și succes în continuare! Mai departe, mă bucur să o invit pe Ilinca Păun, investitor și founder Brava Angels. Bună, Ilinca, mă bucur să te am alături. Din perspectiva de investitor, spune-mi, te rog, ce te-ar face să investești în startup-uri de sustenabilitate?
Bună, în primul rând, și mulțumesc de invitație, să pot contribui cu ceva informații din zona asta de unde vin eu de investiții. Un startup green, nu? Că așa îi spunem, sau care ajută în zona de sustenabilitate, trebuie să aibă același principii de business ca orice startup în care un investitor își dorește să investească și anume trebuie să aibă o echipă, în primul rând, care să aibă capacitatea, abilitățile, cunoștințele să le implementeze acel plan pe care și l-au propus. Deci, în primul rând, ne uităm la antreprenor, la profilul lui, la background-ul lui și la echipa care o are în jur. În al doilea rând, ne uităm dacă, din punct de vedere al valorii pe care o aduce în procesul de sustenabilitate, pentru că sunt foarte multe variante, sunt foarte multe arii în care poți să ai un impact, dacă acolo piața este pregătită să adopte, în sensul că are regulamentul sau reglementările are contextul de piață, adică sunt clienți care au nevoie de acel produs și și-l doresc și nu pot trăi fără el, și dacă are un model de comercializare, adică poate acel startup să facă și bani, nu doar să facă bine sau să aibă impact sau să reducă amprenta de carbon sau să recircule diverse produse în economia circulară, ci și are capacitatea să monetizeze, adică are un model de business. Cam astea sunt elementele la care ne uităm și suntem foarte atrași ca grup de investitori de aceste startup-uri, pentru că ne dăm seama că ele fac foarte mult, nu doar bine societății și planetei, dar încep să fie parte din conceptul ăsta primordial de a trăi sănătos și mai bine în viitor și cu ajutorul tehnologiei poate să ofere o viață practic mult mai eficientă, mai descentralizată, servicii mai ieftine, diverse și cumva un per total un viitor mai bun copiilor noștri.
Să ne mai gândim și la alții. Spune-mi, te rog, de ce s-ar gândi un nou antreprenor să pornească un business în acest domeniu?
De ce s-ar gândi? Adică ce e atractiv sau de ce e important să-l facă? Ce pot să spun doar din perspectiva celor pe care eu îi văd că vin. Pentru că, în primul rând, aș spune că e o oportunitate. Dacă ei se gândesc la face un business într-un domeniu care are multă viață de acum încolo, economia verde, hai să spunem așa, per total, economia sustenabilității, este un sector de-abia la început, mai ales pentru piața din România. Adică este un blue ocean, e un market, e o piață neexploatată încă și atunci, dacă vreau să fac o comparație, știi, față de a, nu știu, crea o nouă companie care produce apă sau sucuri sau dintr-o piață care e foarte împănată cu competiție, mai bine intri ca antreprenor într-o piață mai virgină, mai la început de dezvoltare. Asta ar fi un element sau un motiv. Al doilea motiv ar fi că sunt foarte mulți bani care pot să te ajute pe drumul ăsta. În primul rând sunt bani europeni, sunt multe granturi, sunt multe forme de accesare a bani europeni care sunt dați pentru a stimula business-ul în sustenabilitate. Și atunci ai acces din start, din prima, doar pe baza unei idei, la fonduri. Apoi urmează și investitorii care pot să ofere bani în continuare ție ca antreprenor și ei încep să se uite la business-uri pentru că, mai ales cu ajutorul legislației, din ce în ce mai pe masa tuturor, hai să spunem, managerilor de companii, acest subiect, cum să fac să pot să raportez datele și apoi să îmi modific, de exemplu, amprenta de carbon sau elementele pe care le pot optimiza în zona de sustenabilitate. Deci este o nevoie pe care antreprenorul poate să o servească. Asta ar fi al doilea motiv de cerere reală și poate al treilea motiv este că e foarte fun, în sensul că e la început, e mult de învățat, dar sunt foarte multe conferințe, evenimente, e un domeniu așa, hai să spunem juicy, sexy, care e pe buzele tuturor și atunci când intri într-o conversație, că ești la o cafenea, la un bar, la un eveniment, să poți să spui că activezi într-o zonă green sau care impactează pozitiv planeta, poate să atragă privirile și o conversație foarte plăcută.
Tare îți mulțumesc, că astea au fost întrebările mele.
Și eu mulțumesc.
Mai departe o avem alături de noi pe Magdalena Caramila, Sustainability Director la Autonom Group. Din perspectiva expertului în sustenabilitate, spune-le, te rog, cum ți se par startup-urile care au piciuit până acum în ziua asta?
Nice. Mi se pare că este loc pentru toată lumea. Adică încurajez orice idee nouă, pentru că nu se știe când poate deveni o idee genială. Mi s-a părut fain să văd că este cam întreg orizontul de sustenabilitate acoperit, în ideea în care e o zonă vastă și, da, poate pe locul 10 este, cum spunea Dani, climate change, dar nu este doar despre climate change, este un main focus într-adevăr, dar în zona de mediu, doar aici dacă vorbim, există și zona de mitigation, de adaptare și zona de economie circulară, care văd că este acoperită inclusiv de 3, dacă nu mă înșel, dintre cei care au piciuit mai devreme. Pe de altă parte, să nu uităm componenta socială pe care orice startup cumva o are în vedere, pentru că creează noi posibilități și noi locuri de muncă. Deci, da, îi felicit pe toți în primul rând pentru curaj și pe urmă le urez mult succes.
Spune-mi, te rog, ce îi recomanda unui antreprenor care construiește în jurul unei idei de business pentru a-și aduce contribuția în domeniul climei?
În primul rând, mă gândesc că pentru a avea o idee de business sănătoasă și viabilă, trebuie să acopere o nevoie. Deci, în primul rând, poate sunt multe idei, unele din ele nu acoperă neapărat o nevoie existentă. Poate fi, bineînțeles, o idee de să acopere o nevoie viitoare. Dar asta aș recomanda, să vadă în primul rând ce nevoie acoperă businessul lui și pe urmă să construiască un plan, pentru că mi se pare că zona de sustenabilitate cumva vine să îmbrace două planuri. Adică avem planul de vizionar sau de iubitor, să zic, de mediu, de planetă, de natură, dar poate ajunge într-un sens în care este doar în această zonă de activism, de mediu. Pe de altă parte, e nevoie și de cifre și de un plan concret, de un business plan, de obiective și realiste. Adică e ok, e frumos să dream big, dar pe de altă parte trebuie să vezi și să ai un plan clar de acțiune. Și pe urmă, da. Echipa. Contează foarte mult echipa, deci pe lângă viziune și echipa pe care o alegi alături.
Îți mulțumesc frumos că ai fost alături de mine. Încheiem runda de mini-interviuri cu Iulia Dorobanțu, cofondator Charger. În primul rând, felicitări pentru investiție și știu că tu ești unul dintre participanții de anul trecut din ClimAccelerator. Spune-mi, te rog, cât de mult au contribuit resursele și experiența din cadrul programului pentru evoluția business-ului tău?
Bună și mulțumesc mult pentru minutele astea. Cred că a fost foarte important. În primul rând, pentru noi a fost esențial în contextul în care, în cadrul acceleratorului, am și înființat efectiv compania și am pus pentru prima dată pe hârtie ideea în acel pitch de calificare practic pentru accelerator. Deci, din punctul ăsta de vedere, pentru noi a fost esențial cumva să ieșim în lume și să transmitem și către ceilalți ceea ce vrem să construim. În câteva cuvinte, Charger este primul integrator dedicat industriei cleantech pentru oameni și pentru companii. Integrăm soluții de încărcare pentru mașini electrice și plug-in hibrid, soluții fotovoltaice și zona aceasta de smart city. Deci, practic, oferim proiecte complexe, de la a-ți oferi consultanță și informații, la a-ți oferi produsele și ulterior a le instala până la final.
Și spune-ne și 3 avantaje pe care le-a avut un startup, le-ar avea un startup din domeniul climei participând la ClimAccelerator.
Cum spuneam, pentru noi ClimAccelerator în primul rând așa ca și resurse, a venit cu foarte multe informații, a venit cu foarte mult feedback, a venit cu expunere și cu oameni faini, dovadă că ne aflăm aici încă un an mai târziu. Cred că trei avantaje este faptul că intri într-o comunitate și într-o industrie, practic, care este deocamdată destul de specializată și închisă, ceea ce înseamnă că ai contact cu ce se întâmplă și e foarte important să fii într-un accelerator în care și ceilalți participanți se adresează aceleiași industrii, adică cu siguranță din puncte de vedere diferite, dar cumva încearcă să rezolve la nivel macro aceeași problemă, ceea ce a făcut discuțiile extrem de interesante și a ajutat foarte mult și cumva a inspirat soluții pe care le-am implementat și noi ulterior. Apoi, contactul cu alți oameni, feedback-ul primit, oportunitatea de a-ți asuma riscul și de a spune foarte direct ceea ce vrei să faci și unora îi se pare bine, unora îi se pare rău, dar orice feedback este binevenit. Și cred că pentru noi a reprezentat un punct de plecare foarte, foarte frumos, foarte util în primul rând și ne-a ajutat să facem un prim pas, ceea ce pentru noi a fost un avantaj cheie în a duce mai departe și a ajunge, uite, un an mai târziu la a închide o investiție.
Mulțumesc frumos și ne bucurăm că sunteți pe drumul pe care vi-l doriți. În continuare ne întoarcem la partea a doua a evenimentului cu pitch-urile din categoria Growth.
So, I would like to welcome you back to Black Sea ClimAccelerator Demo Day. We had our first 6 startups and their pitches, their great ideas, and I think that we have all taken a well-deserved part of inspiration and courage from all of them. Before we will carry on with our session of pitches, I think that I would like also to invite here with us one of our partners, one of the program's main partners, actually, and I would like to introduce to you Ionuț Cristian Ciubotaru, Vice President Business Development, Gas and Power Division, OMV Petrom. And Ionuț, please come with us and join me on the stage. Thank you so much for being here today. And let's welcome Ionuț in a round of applause, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here, and thank you for the invitation, and also I think there is an issue. No. And we are very glad to support this kind of initiatives. I will tell you why, actually, in a minute. So, as has been said, I'm representing OMV Petrom. OMV Petrom is the largest integrated energy company in Eastern Europe. As you may see, everywhere nowadays. We are also the biggest tax contributor in Romania, and one of the largest companies and one of the oldest companies in our country. Why we are supporting this kind of events is because we need to move and we need to ensure the energy transitions. And as being this, the leader of the energy in this part of Europe, we also want to be the main driver of the energy transition in the near years. And how can we do this? We shall always work on innovation. There's still an issue with the mic, or it's only me who's hearing this? Yeah, you too. I think I'm close to... I will move, okay. So, then last year, on actually same time, beginning of December, we launched our strategy for the next decade, for this decade, until 2030, and with the biggest goal being net zero by 2050. Within this, strategy, which is quite ambitious, I may say, this is the most ambitious, actually, strategy that has been put in place in our country. We will aim to invest 11 billion euro by 2030 with the aim to be net zero, carbon net zero by 2050, as I said before. A big part of this is energy transition related investments or low carbon related investments. And by this kind of low carbon related investments, we are targeting at least 5 big pillars, maybe also 6. So we are working on renewables, we are working on hydrogen, carbon capture and low carbon businesses, biofuels, and alternative mobility. Now we can also put there also geothermy as an add-on. So all these have to be implemented using innovation. Where the innovation can be found? Out there, on startups. It's always like this, and always has been like this, that the startups are enhancing the innovation, and we are ready to support, and we are ready to participate and to partner with startups in order to implement this innovation. We already started in some of the areas, of course, the areas that are more mature, like for example, in renewables, we started a big partnership with another big company in Romania, actually state-owned company, Complex Energetic Oltenia. We do have our own projects that are already started, so in this, from this perspective, we are there, and the technology is rather closer to maturity, I may say. But on the all others, I mean, what we said before, an overarching circular economy, we are looking for ideas, we are looking for projects where to partner and where we want to support startups or small businesses. It is our pleasure and honor to be here, and I will really like to thanks to the organizers, very good job, and I've been part actually on the pitching and on all the stages that has been part of this process. I saw really nice ideas, some of them that are closer to maturity, some of them that are still that still needs to develop, but definitely this is the way that we need to do. And from our side, from the corporations, of course, we are looking at you guys also being our customers. So we have, let's say, double role here, yeah, as a supplier. And then, of course, we like to see SMEs, we like to see companies that are developing and then can become our suppliers, and we are trying to develop ourselves by digitalization, by digitalizing our processes, by automation and so on, and trying to cope with the changing environment and with the changing business environment in the area. But also, as I said, as a partners and as companies that may support our transition and may support our journey through the years until the final goal. During this journey with Black Sea ClimAccelerator, I saw the development, let's say, of the startups. I saw how they started, and then because I've seen pitching not only once, but the evolution. I saw that you did a very good job, and your mentors were helping you to develop and to reach, let's say, a higher level that was when you started, and I'm happy to see that. And I'm happy not only myself as a person, but also as a company. We are happy to see that there are these kind of actions and these kind of initiatives that are moving, let's say, forward the business environment here in our area. I would like to finish my speech by, again, congratulate the organizers, by congratulate to all, and hope that with some of you are already started to discuss, maybe we'll also find some ways to cooperate. And if not, don't give up. We are there. We have, as I said, on our side, we have the willingness to partner with you. We have also the knowledge to help you somehow into development of your initiatives using our internal knowledge or using our business knowledge. And here I would like to have a short interruption in my speech and saying that when you talk about entrepreneurship, you may know that also within big companies, within big corporations, entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial thinking is very important and is not so different. I mean, okay, somebody may say that, okay, it's one thing to have a startup and to start and ramping up and whatsoever and trying to cope with a lot of hurdles that you may see at every step that you made, but it's almost similar in the companies. It's almost similar in the corporation. Whenever you want to start something, whenever you have an idea that you want to develop, you may travel mostly through the same journey, and you may somehow encounter the same hurdles. So we can also contribute to your development by our experience, by our entrepreneurial skills and thinking, and we are here to support and to help. And please do not be shy to refer to us whenever you consider. You have our contacts. I have my colleagues here with me, the organizers. They have all the details, and we are always happy to sit together and to try to find a way to develop further. If not, do not give up. As I said, move it to the next level, coming back, and then hopefully we'll find a way. So thank you very much again. I wish you all good luck and hope to see you soon at this kind of events. Thank you very much.
Applause to Janusz, please. And thank you so much for supporting the green ecosystem. I think that in every program, in every such example, the partners are so important, because with their help we can echo your mission, your values, your solutions on a large scale scale, on a national scale, or why not even at a worldwide one. So congratulations one more, and thank you to all whom have supported and are supporting this program, Black Sea ClimAccelerator. Now, we'll be getting back to our favorite part, and this is the pitching session. Right now, we are going to have the pitches from the startups from the growth stage. So, the first one who is going to come here on the stage with us is Cooperativa de Energie. This is the name, and I would like to invite on the stage Nicu Plai. He is the co-founder of Cooperativa de Energie. Hello, Nicu, and welcome.
Hello everyone. Thank you.
Nicu, just a brief reminder to everybody who is going to come with us on the stage. We have 4 minutes for each pitch. In case you are going to need extra time, we are going to accord a few seconds, and I'm going to let you know that you have overpassed your time. Perfect. Nicu, please, all the luck to you.
Thank you. Cooperativa de Energie, or Energy Cooperative, it's an energy community that wants to support the energy transition. At this moment, we have around 3 years since we have founded by 15 co-founders, and we are getting close to 800 members. That the difference in this type of model is that we are a European cooperative that suppose that each member is shareholder also, and in General Assembly, 1 member means 1 vote. Doesn't matter how much they contribute to the capital of the company. Last year we have bought by financing from our members an entity that has license to supply electrical energy, and we have delivered last year 42 gigawatts hours, finishing the years with a turnover of around 4 million euros. The issue is that at this moment around 40% from the electrical energy is produced from, at national level, is produced from fossil fuels. And what we want to do is to replace this with using renewables. The solution, we consider that is our business model that allows us to democratize access to the energy market. Okay. The potential for scaling, for this we address any consumers, energy consumers from the market that become our members. They could be also any European citizens, doesn't matter it's a private individual or organization, and we are targeting to reach 10,000 members in few years. The market context is that in the last years the energy price has grown a few times, and this is affecting the entire economy. And another issue is that it's less probable to return the price to the previous values. Regarding the market, we now address the prosumers that almost doubled as the number for this year compared to the last year. And at this moment, it's very important that we have reached the production for the supply business. The production from the consumers, from the prosumers, is much bigger than we supply to our consumer base. We supply 100% green energy. And also the strategy is to create a production portfolio from renewable sources. The competitors here, because now we are addressing the supply business, but we have the differentiator that we supply 100% green energy. At this moment are the energy suppliers. Regarding the financial part for the next years, we want to grow in a faster pace than the last 3 years. And we have a very strong team that is active at this moment. These are the founders of our cooperative. And what we want to achieve by next step is to have 8 million euro financing for acquiring the 10 megawatts solar. And this it's also a mix of financing from our members. And also we consider that is necessary around 500K to develop the organization as a business and to go to market and to establish, let's say, the IT platform. Thank you.
Applause, Nico. Congratulations for your idea, for your mission, and best of luck to you. Thank you so much. So, we have learned that the energy price went up 7 times in only 3 years. Now that's something. And having in mind that in Romania we may have a tax on the sun because, hey, why not? We need all kinds of energy sources. So, guys, moving forward, our next startup, and we are looking forward on learning their solutions, is Rastel.io, and I would like to invite on the stage Horea Toniuk, co-founder of Rastel. Hello, Horea, welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Horea and this is Rastel.io, a smart and secure bike parking solution for improving urban mobility. First of all, I have a question for you all. How many of you have had your bike stolen? Okay, quite a few. Apparently, over 50% of the people that use a bicycle have had their bike stolen at some point, and over a third of those gave up cycling altogether after the incident. So what's the problem with bike parking? Well, there are too few parking spots, they are hard to find, they're not secure, and they offer no traceability. We propose a completely digitalized bike parking network. Through our app, you will be able to search for a parking space near your destination. Once you get there, you can park securely and you earn rewards from affiliates for promoting sustainable mobility. Then you can relax without worrying about your bike. When you're done, simply unlock the shelter, pick up your bike and leave. We estimate that the EU market for bike shelter is at around 1.2 billion euros and the subscription market is at around 70 million euros per year. Similar networks have already been implemented in larger cities in Europe, such as London, Brussels, and Rotterdam. So how do we create this network here? Well, we've divided this process in 3 phases. In phase 1, we propose our solution to private entities, such as office buildings and retail stores. In phase 2, we want to create our own city-level network in partnership with some municipalities. And we are planning to do this early in 2023. And then during 2023, we want to affiliate more and more partners that want to promote themselves through our app. We have 3 revenue streams. One of them is directly to the cyclist through a pay-per-use model or a subscription model, and 2 of them are for advertisers, either on-shelter advertising or in-app marketing. Our revenue projection for a pilot network consisting of around 12 shelters for 2023 is at around 38,000 euros, and the cost of one such unit is at around 4,500 euros. And you may wonder who is our competition. Well, there are some traditional bike parking manufacturers, but what sets us apart is that we have our own app and also the business model. Usually they provide their solution to municipalities and businesses while we want to create and operate our own network. So using our app, we want to be community focused and use this community to create a network effect. Also, ownership of the network will allow us to iterate faster and find exactly what cyclists like. And using our knowledge of the local industry, we will create competitive products at lower costs. In terms of a climate impact, we've calculated that each person that converts from driving to cycling, thanks to our secure parking solution, would save about 260 kilograms of CO2 emissions per year. where we are so far, so far we have built our MVP and implemented it at the business center in August. We've also converted an old garage into a smart bike shelter earlier in October this year, proving that we can put our access control solution on any enclosed space. We are now fundraising for our pilot network implementation, which we are planning to do by the spring of 2023. We are a team of engineers with experience in hardware, software, but also business development and growth. We've all previously worked with international companies and startups and are well connected with the local startup ecosystem. We are looking to raise 100,000 euros for our citywide pilot project, and we are looking forward to speak to you about this. Let's make cycling safer and more secure together. Thanks.
Great mission for you guys. Congratulations. Also for spotting right on the second your time. So yes, I think that this solution may generate a lot more of decisions to take the bike when we are going or at work or when we are going just for some to get some chores done in the city. I must confess that most of the time I am a bit afraid that my bike might get stolen. So yeah, basically this is a reason why I'm not taking the bike, but I'm also going on two wheels, but on scooter. But bicycle is more environmental friendly, so this is our main objective today. Moving on to our next startup. This time we are going to connect on a video transmission. I'm going to make some steps so that you can see our next startup. It's called Digital Dryads, and Răzvan Pistolea is the CEO who has joined us online. Hello, Răzvan, can you hear us?
Hello, yes, I can hear you great.
That's perfect. We can also hear you. So, Răzvan, from this second, your 4 minutes will start. Best of luck.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Răzvan Pistola, and I represent Digital Dryads. Europe is losing its remaining forests due to illegal deforestation in Romania, or droughts and pests in Germany, or fungi and diseases in Spain, with devastating effects. Serious negative effects of forest loss include erosion, landslides, floods, loss of biodiversity, and ultimately climate change. Ministries, agencies, and NGOs desperately need forestry and agriculture monitoring, alerting, and managing tools to help them protect orchards and forest areas. Digital Dryads offer state-of-the-art computer vision and deep learning artificial intelligence algorithms to develop new innovative digital tools for the forestry industry. We offer a solution to monitor, to analyze, and to alert on events that would be triggered by the inception of diseases, pests, or illegal harvesting, using machine learning and European and American satellites that monitor and observe the Earth constantly. If you look at this example, this is actually a processed image in Romania that shows you a protected area, which might have been a UNESCO virgin or quasi-virgin forest. And the red area is places where illegal logging has taken place. So we created a very simple to use tool. It starts off with the base layer, which is the satellite images. And on top of the base layer, we create the layer of what is tree and what is not tree. And we monitor the evolution of the tree layer over time. And from that, we overlap the protected areas like virgin, quasi-virgin, or UNESCO forests. And we also cross-check with the legal paperwork in Romania, which is called APV. And based on all that, we can say, okay, this tree loss is either legal or it is illegal. We have talked with both agencies and ministries, even the Research and Defense Agency and the National Forestry Institute, with Rom Silva, with the Ministry of Forests, and they all like our product. And they have actually requested us we develop it further, for example, adding aerial to the satellite data or automatic pixel level semantic segmentation. The market, we are targeting the business to government and business to business that are looking to invest in digital transformation. We have already talked with ministries across the European Union. We have talked with NGOs and with environmental agencies. The business model is a very simple monthly software as a service, and we also are selling one-time reports. For example, NGOs, lawyers, and environmental activists usually wanted a report about the state of a forest in a certain amount of time to see what has happened over there. This is all the data sets that we have used and some data that we also collected besides these data sets. This is the team. It is a very technical heavy team. It is a team that delivers. We have experts in computer vision, deep learning, machine learning, DevOps. It is a team that has delivered projects in the auto industry and in the banking industry and in the telecom industry. The impact, well, we have actually won first prize that was given to us by the European Commission and the European Publication Office in the EU Datathon contest. We won first place. We actually proved that an MVP for an entire country or even other European countries can be done in a matter of months, not years. Right now, satellite data has been requested and funded through PNRR funds, which was also based on the proof of concept that we did. And actually implementing this system is very easy, and it can save up billions and billions of gigatons of CO2. These are some of our partners. And these are some of our other projects that go hand in hand with the satellite monitoring solution. For example, monitoring the roads using security cameras and automatically getting the volume of a pile of wood, which is very helpful both for businesses and law enforcement agencies. We can also do it for agriculture. And we are looking for a 500,000 euro investment to make this the best solution on the market today. And Digital Triads is the best crops and forest monitoring, prediction and analysis, digital transformation toolkit for your European country. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to you, Răzvan. And also for your team, congratulations for your solution, for your mission, also for winning the EU Datathon. That's something. And yes, I really think that we need those kind of solutions both in Romania and also worldwide. So yes, great ideas today, ideas that generate courage, that generate inspiration, but most of all, that generates a environmental care, and this is what we are aiming for, I think. Continuing with our pitching session, our next startup is called Podish, and I would like to welcome on the stage Miruna Manole, co-founder. Hello Miruna and welcome.
Hello everyone. So, the clicker, if it wants to work, maybe. Pressing and nothing is happening. No? Oh? Okay, so I was gonna start with a question actually, that we all know what this is, right? We all know about this problem. Well, another problem is that although people want to live more sustainably, they don't really know how to start, where to begin, which product is good, which is bad. There's a lot of confusion. And it also takes a lot of time. Researching products, companies, is time-consuming. Considering that the e-commerce Romanian market is estimated at 6.2 billion euros last year, so it's thriving, 70% of Romanians want to live more sustainably. There wasn't really a satisfying solution on the market, so we decided to create it. So we created Podish, which is an online one-stop shop. This was supposed to be a video. This is also not working, but I invite you to check out our website. So we're a one-stop shop offering sustainable alternatives to everyday essentials. So we curate products based on 11 sustainability values, such as plastic-free, woman-owned, certified, and so on. And we also offer clients the option to browse by value, making it easier for them to shop in alignment with their beliefs. You'll see when you go on the website that the values are also showcased on each product page, so we're also educating the consumers, and we are supporting small local businesses at the same time, offering them a platform to grow. We are currently the only online fully vegan one-stop shop offering this shop by value option. We bootstrapped to launch, and we launched this year. We estimate a 10-fold increase in buying customers and the revenue to increase 12 times by July 2023 compared to July of this year. In terms of climate impact, our main contribution is towards SDG number 12, but with our partners and through our portfolio, we also help with water and plastic pollution, resource consumption, animal welfare, social issues such as gender equality, and we estimate a reduction at individual level of CO2 emissions equivalent to 9 trees. There's 2 of us so far. I actually have over 5 years experience in sustainability, so sustainability really is at the core of our business. And what I want to finish off with, we're not raising money at the moment, currently. What I want to ask of you is that you share the love, you tell people about us, and maybe we'll see more people make sustainable swaps and more sustainable gifts under the tree this year. We need to be a community, so let's do that. Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Miruna, and also to your team. This was such a great presentation, and also I really appreciate their mission. And you know, the guys that are vlogging, they always say, please share, like, and subscribe. But Miruna has told us only to share this good news, this alternative, which I think is very healthy. And also we should always keep in mind that a startup needs our help and also our support. This was the word that I was looking for at the beginning. So yes, congratulations to you once more. Now moving on at Black Sea ClimAccelerator Demo Day. Our next startup is called Savables. And I would like to invite, but this time on the screen, I would like to invite Raresh Mara, who is here with us. Raresh.
And with Bogdan as well.
This was it. Yes, now we are okay. So Raresh and Bogdan, you said?
No, I mean, Bogdan is from another startup. He's from Polymor.
So, okay, guys, sorry.
A joke.
I understood now. Okay, so.
Well,
Raresh is here with us. Perfect. My mistake. Perfect.
No
please.
worries.
So the time will start, guys, right now, please.
So, hello everybody. I'm Raresh, and I'm the co-founder of Savables. First, I would like to introduce you to Alex. He has an Italian restaurant, and every day he cooks food to meet his customers, but sometimes at the end of the day he has to throw away some delicious portions of pasta. And if that doesn't sound that bad, well, the sad truth is that in Europe every year we are wasting 90 million tons of food, which generates 140 billion euros losses, which obviously is very bad. So that's why we need to come up with a solution, and our solution is Savables. Savables helps food industry to transform surplus food into profit by selling it at a discounted price for our digital platforms users. To validate the idea, we created a Facebook group that at this moment has more than 13,000 members, and they saved 18,000 meals already, and because of that, we got accepted in Startup Wise Guys Accelerator, from where we raised our first round of investment, which helped us to grow the team, prepare our product, and to launch it. So how it works, you just have to go on Savables, make an account, select your favorite offer, and then pay it online, and then go to the store and pick up the food by yourself. So yes, we have competitors. The market leaders are Too Good To Go and Karma, and here in Bucharest is Bonap, but we are doing things differently. We have a waste prevention and happy hours feature in our product. We have the biggest community against food waste in Romania, which helps us to better understand the market and to adapt to the needs. Our business model is simple. We charge a commission fee on each meal sold through our platform. We target Eastern European market with 700,000 food locals, and our main goal is to achieve 5,000 of them by the end of 2025, which is going to bring us an ARR of 3 million euros. So, to recap, we launched last year the community on Facebook. At the beginning of this one, we got accepted in Startup Wise Guys. In September, we launched our product. Next year, we want to go in 5 cities in Romania, and from 2024 to go abroad to Eastern Europe. And of course, because we are a sustainable startup, we have an impact goal, which is in alignment with the 12.3 SDG and the third environmental goal of EU taxonomy. We want to reduce 2 million kilograms of CO2 by saving 1 million meals. We are 2 co-founders, Marius and I, with a background in marketing and experience to work in HoReCa and retail. Alex and Andrea are part of our technical team. They have experience with startups and AI and a lot of things about developing. Robert, he is head of operations, and Vlad Mocanu, our business advisor. And we want to announce that we are raising money, 250,000 euros, 60% from growing the team, marketing, customer support, sales agents, and 20% for sales activities and another 20% for marketing activities. So thank you very much for listening to me.
Congratulations and applause to Raresh. To Raresh on stage, not on screen. Thank you once more. That is a great solution. That is a great app. So let's download it. Why not? Let's start with this. Savable is the name, and I think that we must remember this because we know one of the biggest world's problems is food waste. So this is a very important matter. Also, it has given me an example to imagine a bit Alex being an owner of an Italian restaurant. That sounds nice. Yes, my name is Alex, by the way, this is why. Okay, now guys, moving forward to our next startup. This time it is going to be on screen. This time I will get it right. Yes, we can see right behind me. His name is Cristian Pogan. He's co-founder of Polymore. Hello, Cristian. How are you? Can you hear us?
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
it's a bit of an echo, but hopefully you can hear me.
We can also hear you, so everything is all right. So starting from now, your 4 minutes will start, please.
Perfect, thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Cristian Pogan. I'm really glad to be presenting to you Polymore. We do automatic detection of wrongly sorted waste. Started from the global problem of plastic pollution. Surely all of us here know that as we use more and more plastic materials, also pollution with plastic increases in the environment. But more specifically, we have found out that in Romania, waste collection processes are really inefficient, and they are the main cause for this pollution and this lack of recycling rates and optimization in the waste sector. More specifically, we have seen that recyclables up to 70% of the times are being contaminated, and by contamination we mean they are mixed together with different streams. So much so that they are really hard to process and the economic value decreases. They are either sent to landfill or to co-incineration. So this is a huge problem for waste collecting companies. We tackle this with our solution, which is a hardware and software solution. We install our hardware on the waste collecting trucks and monitor the routes of waste collecting in order to see what inefficiencies are present. So we have our proprietary hardware, and on top of that, we have our computer vision algorithms, which track exactly what is being collected, what contaminations are being present, and through this, we give feedbacks to generators, either to improve or to congratulate for the good sorting of the recyclables in order to be better. So we do this on the software side using cloud computing. We give data to waste collectors in order to improve the processes and also directly to generators. We charge monthly for each truck on which we have our hardware installed, and we give data as a software as a business model. We have our clients currently in Sibiu and in western part of Romania. We are in discussions with municipal waste collectors, but not only, in order to improve the processing in Romania. We have started bootstrapping and we right now are tackling different issues and comparisons of legislation to Italy and to other Central European countries to see if the leverage is much higher, and we are still improving on our sales process. The competition is mostly focused on waste sorting and waste processing. This is the first thing that comes to mind when AI is in waste, is applied in waste. But we want to tackle it at the source, exactly when the waste is being collected. The market is growing because more and more materials are put on the market, so also the market of waste collectors is increasing in Europe every year. And all in all, we want to have a big impact, which is a really high goal for us, to increase at European level by 7% the recycling rates. Romania is still well below that, so we need a lot of partners and a lot of customers in order to tackle it. We are 2 co-founders and 1 CTO. We also have 2 computer vision developers. We are a really ambitious team, and I'm really glad that we have this format. I'm really confident in our team. And we're really looking forward to any connections or any suggestions you might have. So it's a really cool experience for us. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, and let's give a warm applause to Cristian and their team. Congratulations to you. I can't imagine 70% of collected recyclables are contaminated. Imagine this. We need to learn how to manage this problem, both in the companies and also in our own homes. Yes, Black Sea ClimAccelerator Demo Day. This is the name of the event today, but the main subjects are about sustainability. So yes, it's a great day for us, and I think that it's a day that will encourage great ideas taking shape in reality. Moving forward to our next startup. It's called Nindus Home, and I would like to call on the stage Daniel Butucel, the CEO of the company. Hello, Daniel, and welcome.
Hello, everyone.
That's a proper way to welcome. So, Daniel, from now, your time will start.
Now. So, I'm Daniel, and I'm going to talk about the buildings. So, in the EU, the building sector has a huge carbon footprint because we need a lot of energy, a lot of resources, and a lot of water to produce the building materials like concrete, steel, glass, mineral wool, and so on. We need energy to build and also to use these buildings. And in the EU, the building sector is responsible for 36% of the CO2 emissions. But we see opportunity in that because the EU also has a very ambitious goal to decarbonize its economy by 2050. And on top of that, most of the EU countries are facing a housing crisis because the traditional building methods cannot keep up the pace with the high demand. And we see opportunity in using natural-based building materials like wood, which has a negative carbon footprint, or cellulose as insulation. And because we talked about energy previously, we can use passive design and building methods in order to reduce the energy consumption of a house by 80%. And we move the building process on off-site in factory in order to build faster, cheaper, and with less errors. And this is the philosophy of Nidus, a house designed as a product to be modular, configurable, with low environmental impact, low carbon, and also affordable because it's eligible for a green mortgage certification. This is the building process, actually. So top left, there is the prefab part, so 2 weeks in factory, and we needed just 1 day on site to assemble it. So far in 2 years, we built a prototype 2 years ago, and this year we finished our second house next to Bucharest. And after the feedback we gathered from the market in Europe and Romania, we concluded that we are now in the process of improving the product. Like we test new configurations of architecture in order to make it more efficient in terms of energy, usable area, but also cost. We identified millennials coupled in young families that are climate-oriented and are willing to pay a premium for a house like this, and also investors that are willing to differentiate in the market, future-oriented, both in residential and tourism sector. So far, we are in the first stage building individual homes, but we are heading to the next one to build communities. So imagine 5 minutes walking communities, self-sustainable in suburb areas, and on the long run, we are thinking to build multi-story volumetric buildings in urban areas. So 2023 is around the corner. Our plan for next year is to go in Europe, and for that we are looking for some investment to speed up the process and to move faster to the next stage, to building a Nidus village. There is competition in this market, of course. There is a big market, but also there is a big challenge to build not only fast and affordable, but also sustainable. And we have competition from the Baltic countries, from Central Europe, and also from Romania, but also from the UK. We compared a 45 square meter Nidus, so the one we built this year next to Bucharest, built with timber and cellulose, and we compared with the equivalent built in bricks and mortar. And we save 11 tons just by choosing natural-based building materials, which is the equivalent of driving one car around the globe one time. So we are a young but experienced team. On the left there is Dan, a visionary but technical architect, my partner from Miradex, Mircea, with great experience in prefabrication, and I, an engineer passionate about sustainable development. And besides us, there are 3 key partners with expertise in prefabrication, sustainability, and energy efficiency. So, you know about our plan, so this is what we need to execute it. So, here we are, open for business. Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Daniel, on your presentation and also solution. We are talking about a modular natural home, low environmental impact, and 1 day building time. Now that's something, and also I really love their ambitions that they are so high. So best of luck on building the village and then the Nidus city. Moving on to our next startup who will be joining us online this time. It's called City Doc, and I would like to welcome Marian Mushat, the CEO of the company. Hello Marian, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you also. So Marian, starting from now, we are going to have our 4 minutes for your pitch, so best of luck.
Good evening to everybody. I represent City, a startup which was founded 2 years ago. We produce, designed by our own teams, docking stations for electric scooters and electric bikes. After we saw the problem, how many scooters there are worldwide, there are 200 million, and in the first row, more 60,000 at that time. So, to lack of infrastructure, we started with universal docking stations. Basically, we connect things otherwise unattended by these docking stations, shopping complexes, homes, office buildings, and public buildings. We have so far large network from shopping malls, which understood that they gain a special niche of customers by accommodating stations. How this works, we have our own mobile app. We have a very powerful system which has been great so far. We have our own bus parking. The best thing is that they are universal with any or bike year of made or our technical specifications is that station work at 40 degrees for the battery of the scooter. We have also custom-made charge, I think the fastest charge on the market, and each of our docking stations provided with a GPS so that our cut-off, everybody can take its scooter. We work so far with municipalities which that they can reduce the traffic jams, so it's which is so important and we understand and work. Office buildings grow their green and also stable market spots for their employees. Also, retail centers can accommodate a new niche of customers with a special compound to place our docking so that tenants don't go up on the seventh floor because of their own back. It's convenient for its tenants. Horeca will also restaurants, hotels, walk for any alternatives some of the cities with hospitals, and also with most of all with the USA so far, because the laws there impose on the operators not to meet the and fire hard sidewalk. So basically, we also benefit from the post our docking stations. We raise their mediate classification, also as the circulation of the parking of scooters and bikes, to facilitate the life of great urban agglomeration. And we also reduce the infection by this year directly from European Union, encourage very much individual transportation, such as micromobility. And we reduce the pressure on public transportation, also as I mentioned, the CO2 emissions. I don't know if you can hear me anymore.
So thank you very much. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you very much for the presentation and best of luck to your mission. Yes, urban sustainable mobility, so important, and I think it's the goal to every green city, and it comes with many benefits. So charging docks, yes, they are a must and they really have a future. Now, we are moving on at Black Sea ClimAccelerator Demo Day, and the next startup is here with us. The name is Logistia, and I would like to invite on the stage Roxana Bizzolano, co-founder. Hello and welcome, Roxana.
Hello, thank you. Quick test, so it works. Yeah, great.
Let's start the pitch. All the luck.
So, the pandemic has brought us many positives like digital adoption and e-commerce. So, GAPEC states that the last mile delivery is going to be a focus for e-commerce businesses in the next following years. But digital adoption has raised customer expectations. Delivery by 1 p.m., please. The children must eat then. This is a very common request that businesses, especially in the food industry, face daily. Basically, they want to optimize the routes between all these stops, keeping into account these type of second trains, and doing it by hand would take a lot of time. Google Maps is also capped at 10 stops, so they don't have any optimization capabilities. Basically, they are stuck in manual work, they have no idea when they are going to deliver, and therefore they have no scale potential. The solution for them would be a digital space where they can visually manage orders, drivers, routes, and clients. It's easy to install and use for all the operations, and it must collect data in every step of the delivery process. Logistia Route Planner is that type of platform that optimizes hundreds of stops between any number of drivers, accelerating your processes in the company. We launched very early in 2020, and so far we reached 50 paying customers from 5 different continents. We monetize from 3 subscription plans, and we target mainly food and groceries and courier companies. The main global market that we target is evaluated at 1,000 billion dollars, sorry. And the corresponding European market is evaluated at 300 billion. Our direct competition are similar platforms that, to a certain extent, offer the optimization service, but we also face the experience, the status quo, and an outdated working method. But Logistia is different in several key aspects, like flexibility in optimizing the roads automatically and then manually tweaking them for them to be perfect. We have fast integrations with e-commerce platforms, so we can route and close orders upon delivery automatically. We can pinpoint the address precisely, no matter how the client writes their address, and we have an agile and open-mindedness to the customer's feedback. Logistia intrinsically reduces carbon emissions by reducing the number of kilometers and optimizes the resources available at any time. We reduce the number of left turns, which is known as the most dangerous maneuver in traffic and the one that is most consumes the most fuel, and therefore we reduce the risk of accidents and increase the lifespan of the vehicle. Our future plans include adapting Logistia to EV fleets and adding a fleet management module so that fleet managers know at any time the expenses of their fleet. The core team is formed by Vlad and I, with large experience in IT industry and marketing. And you can help us with showcase to medium and large companies to implement it and adapt Logistia to their needs. And thanks to Black Sea ClimAccelerator, we are working on an improved marketing strategy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and applause to Roxana. Well, we have learned about Logistia, route planner, well-needed optimizer, I might add. Guys, this concludes our pitching session, so congratulations once more to everybody. Let's give them a big round of applause. Courage, view, that was really great, and not the least, inspiration. I hope that everybody will have luck and all the best on implementing their ideas and taking them to a whole nother level as they wish and as their objectives are set, of course. Lastly, but not least, before I will present our special guest, I would like to remind you to send us your feedback and ideas to the startup you like by completing the form on the link shown on the screen or in the comments area. And as I said, we have a special guest because we invited Charger. Is one of the startups that has taken part of Black Sea ClimAccelerator in 2021 to share with us their progress over the year. So I would like to invite Cristian Danciu, co-founder of Charger, on the stage. And yes, I can see also Cristian is here. Perfect. Welcome, Cristian.
Hello. Thank you.
Please, welcome.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm a bit nervous now that I saw a lot of startups pitching and I kind of got into the mood, so I was just preparing to showcase our pitch. Of course, I have a short time to tell you about our progress so far. What I can tell you is it has been an amazing year for us, and this year was somehow the focus and the results of 9-year-old work, where we got step by step in our business, from architecture to urban regeneration, starting up production and design and production of smart city devices, and then receiving feedback from the market. It's a long, now that I think, it's a long process. We feel excited that Charger, as a result of this past work, is now receiving trust and confirmation and support from not only from investors, but also from the community and from Impact Hub, and we really want to thank you for all the support, because the accelerator really played an important role in in our development. Actually, starting with the accelerator back in October 2021, we really received an important boost and important trust that helped us receive where we are. I don't know, apologies, I don't know if every one of you knows what Charger.ro is doing. So we, to start with this, we are integrated a platform that integrates smart and green solutions. And we actually assure from consultancy design to device selling and implementation and maintenance of the solutions. We are focusing on three verticals, starting from EV charging to photovoltaics and smart city solutions. So analyzing the pitches we just saw, we do believe there are some potential collaborators. Some of them are already in our portfolio, but some of them are quite interesting for our future development of the business. And talking about future development, now that we arrived in this specific point where we got an investment, I don't know if you are aware, we received a 245,000 euros investment as a lead investor, Autonom Group, just closed the pre-seed round. And this is giving us a lot of not only trust, but also a lot of responsibilities and boost for the near future, where we do want to scale at national and regional level. What I can tell you is the interest is increasing in what regards sustainable solutions, from software to hardware, but also to implementing this type of solutions in the urban environment and urban I would say climate. We really, as a perspective of accelerator, what I would like to share with you is just invest your emotions that you feel right now and use them positively to really accelerate and go forward. We also believe that all the pressure managed accordingly can really help you for the future developments, and do think positive. This is one of the pieces of advice I would really give you. Somehow neglect the fear or transform it into positive thinking, and use it for your future development. What we really want to, and I will close with this remark, what we really want to do is to put Romania on the sustainability startup map, not only by promoting solutions, hardware and software produced in Romania, but also exchanging and intensifying the transfer of know-how with the other European countries. And I'm sure we can do this by seeing what is going on, and by analyzing Impact Hub role in this environment. We do believe, we feel confident that it's very achievable. Yep. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, we can talk.
Congratulations to you, Cristian, and thank you once more for being here with us, for sharing this wonderful journey, and also for the inspiration and courage. Guys, we have reached the end of our event, but I want just to make a few final comments before we will continue our evening. So, firstly, I cannot leave without telling you that this year's edition of the program, because it was a real tour de force for all of those involved in the process, from the entrepreneurs who have submitted their ideas, to the jury, the mentors and the specialists who have worked with the selected startups, and to the team that made everything go smoothly throughout the program. By this, I mean 131 eco-initiative innovation ideas submitted. 32 startups selected in the program. We had national coverage. Over 60 specialties, experts and consultants have supported the startups during this program. 32 mentoring relationships, and the list can go on. So congratulations to everybody. And also, the Black Sea ClimAccelerator program doesn't stop here. The participating startups will continue the investor consulting and connection sessions and the mentoring sessions as well. I want to say a big thank you to all the people who are here, for all the people who have made this program possible, and also the organizations. I would like to start with the co-founder, EIT Climate Kick, the main partners, Raiffeisen Bank Romania and OMV Petrom, the sponsor, Microsoft, the creative consultants, partner, Graffiti Plus, the media partner, Ziarul Financiar, and Innovation Starter, the co-organizer in Bulgaria. So, this was it. My name is Alex Greco. It was great hosting this event. I think that we have all learned so much about environmental solutions. I think that the future looks really bright for all of us. I think that we have young people and also bright ideas which deserve the sparkle in a worldwide exposure. So please don't stop shaping our future because it looks so well. Thank you very much and have a great evening.